Hey everyone, I'm Tassenix, and welcome to Season 73, 5 vs 5 Grand Arena Championship, Week 2, Round 2. My opponent, my first real opponent this week, is Herbert once again. If you were here at the end of last week, you watched me lose. It was tough. And, you know, I fought this guy, I don't know, 5-6 times now. I want to say I've won twice. And when I did win, it was by beating him on efficiency, which was a super stressful way to play. Like winning by 4 banners, something like that. So we're trying to do something a little different today, and you'll see more about it here soon. Swugga player, did you hear the intro music while we were waiting? Because you should have. I'd be surprised if you didn't. Cosley, hey, what's going on? Hi, Tass. Again, Herbert. This time, better not listen to Sasha. Yeah, well, you know, I don't think he was trying to steer wrong, and you know we own our decisions here on this channel. So, all right, we'll see how it goes. So, Tim, good Saturday morning, Tass. I've got my coffee, a full clear in Grand Arena for 1791. Okay, a little hard fought, but you made it through, and you're ready for the entertainment. I hope to meet your expectations. Matter of fact, while I'm reading the chat, let me get the predictions started, so it's not a complete waste of time. Yeah. How many drops will I have today? How about 1 or less, 2 or more? All right. You know, I'm not really obligated to tell you guys what my plan is before I give you these odds and before I show you the board, right? But I'll tell you this much: 1 or less is not unreasonable. All right. So, sound was off. Did realize until you were there. Oh, you had your sound off. Okay. All good. All right. Ben Altabi, good to see you, man. Welcome. Swugga player. Hey-oh. Boro, good to see you. Hi, mate. Good luck, Task. Kick his ass. Appreciate it, man. Wolfman, did Fatal set your board for you this round then? No, but it's funny you should ask Wolfman, because I did consult with him about how I might employ a more Fatal-esque strategy for this round, which is, of course, not without risk. And I do not have the benefit of having practiced recently in the style that Fatal's using. So there are challenges for today. But what I can promise you is that this one I don't think is going to come down to no 4 banners. All right? I think that's fair. All right, Jedi TJ, hey, good to see you. Other than BKM lead Zeta, what should be the first Zeta I get? First special or second special? Jeez, I don't know. I don't even know what the Zetas are. You just get the Zetas. Fair to say. Does that even look? Got to be the concept, probably Zeta. I don't know. Probably second special. All right. Next, Tim. I had 2 drops. Otherwise, my score would have been better. Fleets were 75, 76, and 70. Yeah. 75 feels like the floor these days for Fleet. So I see where that's coming from. Get ready here. Attack Titan says, good luck. Ive says, good morning from Ior. Yes. It is good. Good to have another brother Protoss here. All right, Heratran. Hey, Task. Good to see you, man. All right. Let's get ready to go here. So, it says rank 18, by the way. If you look at the top of the leaderboards, yeah, it looks like I'm in bracket 3, something like that. In fact, I'm in bracket 1 with Herbert. Oops, that was my TFT game earlier. But if we take a look here, you'll see that, you know that Sasha was at the top bracket for the end of week 1. So here I am in the same bracket. I think there's 3. These 3 on the bottom are Aurodiums. So there are Aurodiums here, but clearly a whole bunch of the Aurodiums that are shown in the leaderboards didn't actually sign up, I guess. So this is actually the top bracket right now. Anyhow. 16.6 million GP to his 16.3. Not that you probably forgot all this from our very last real episode. But yeah, top 80 GP. My 3.24 million to his 3.20. Zetas, we both have 431. GAC Omicrons both have 88. Top 80 average speed, I have 168 to his 165. For mod analysis, for plus 25 speeds, I have 316 to his 220. 20 to 24 speeds, my 620 to his 437. Plus 20 speeds, my 936 to his 657. And yeah, down to offense, plus 4% offense mods, my 303 to his 192. Plus 6% offense mods, my 111 to his 45. Plus 9% defense secondaries, 174 to his 99. And plus 14% defense, or 14 plus percent defense secondaries, 52 to his 17. So still have him solid on mods. Well, let's hope it matters. Relic analysis, total levels, my 2634 to his 2542. Relic 9s, my 182 to his 118. Relic 8s, I have 114 to his 150. And Relic 7s, I have 12 to his 40. Datacron analysis, total rerolls, I have 321 to his 580. He put in a bunch more just since last week. All right, level 9 Datacrons, my 56 to his 65. 6 to 8s, I have 4 to his 0. And 3 to 5s, I have 5 to his 1. His GLs, let's kind of scroll on down and let you guys have a look. You know, he does have an exceptionally fast JMK, but otherwise, all this is pretty reasonable. Yeah, for those of you following, if you recall, at the start of the last 3 vs 3, I decided to commit Hondo to, Pirate King Hondo, the full defense mod. And after trying it out here for all of 3s and the first week of 5s, I decided that it wasn't making a difference. I looked at my own results, I shopped around for some opinions, and the overall result was, if you were in the full defense on Pirate King, not harmful. Wolfman, sorry I missed your subscription here a couple minutes ago. Resubscribe for 10 months. Thank you, man. Really appreciate the support. Thank you. Sheepdog on a watch streak. Appreciate you going out. And Aster says followed just now. Thank you. Appreciate the follow, man. Welcome to the channel. 79 Torax. Here we go again. Good luck, Tass. Yeah, man, you're not kidding. Here we go again. All right. Reds fan says, any thoughts on using a high tenacity Datacron with Ray on defense? To what end? To hold off who? If you're saying like EP Star, like EP Marjade Starkiller, I guess maybe a little bit, but tenacity down from Mara Jade trivializes your tenacity modding. Yes, it can be dispelled. It can be overcome, but I don't know. The answer is maybe, but if you're trying to hold off EP Starkiller specifically, that counter's changing soon, right? When we get Stranger, Starkiller's going with that. The EP Starkiller thing, nah. You'll still, of course, technically be able to do it if you wanted, but that's why they're bringing in the new Darth Vader, right? Sheepdog, how is my Pirate King modded? Right here, literally on screen, man. 600 speed, 180,000 health, so that's like 4 health primaries, speed set, and then almost 72% armor. So, could be a good bit faster than a speed arrow. Again, to what end? All right. Tellable 9425. Best of luck in the round, man. What's the damage? How high of a score do we have to beat? Yeah, you'll see soon. You're not too late to find out. Captain Swag, Ray with Scavenger plus Jawa Datacron stops Ufus, apparently. You say so, buddy. I don't think that would stop me. All right. these other meta characters, man, that is a fast Baylan. Why is he so? Something's different. His unusually high tenacity. Why would you need tenacity? Try to resistibility block from PM out. Hey, sweetness, what are you up to? Now the rest of this looks pretty regular. All right, where is the Omega Bot report? I did pull one, right? I honestly not pull one? Uh-huh. Please hold, a representative will be with you shortly. You get to see me do this live. Pulling a Omega Bot report. Got type current and go. Professional streamer stuff, I assure you. Not having everything ready. Good. Good. What's the chat saying? That was Scav, not Scav Ray. Yeah. No, I believe data looks pretty good for Seer on GG versus Scav on the team, even with EEzra. I mean, yeah, so anyway, like I think I fought a Ray Jawas last week. And if you saw it, I don't think it gave me much trouble. I forget which round that was, but it already did that fight. Okay, so here's the Omega Bot report for just last week's data. So the fresh data. Sometimes he's attacking early. I like that. I like the variety. It would be, a few seasons back, he was trying to wait people out to the last couple hours, which is whatever. Like, you can do that, but he lives in China, man. He's up in the middle of the night trying to do that. So this at least makes sense. All right. Yeah, still have mod advantage. And then as far as last week, we all have the Omicron, so nothing to see there. And as far as his efficiency last week, no drops at all last week, right? And then a handful, looks like something like 3 68s and then a 66. So he will eat your entire lunch if you are going to serve it up. All right. Appreciate the good luck, Swuggle Players. Snack Attack, howdy, good luck. Yeah, this is going to be crazy. Yamush, good morning. I see you have your favorite opponent lined up again. Good luck. As challenging as this guy is, I actually need to be fighting him more. Because I'm still losing more than I'm winning. I still have more to learn from this matchup. Which is part of why I changed my overall strategy for today. We'll see. Alright, so last week he was setting Treya. And remember, he set that Treya Dre last week. That's very, very dangerous or difficult to use Sith Eternal on. That was an interesting team. I used JMK on it last week. Jabba, Great Mothers, Pirate King Hondo, Trench with Watt, Ray Swolo Ezra, BKM, Lord Vader, Jedi Master Mace, Fugitive Omega, Maz, times Ahsoka with Ezra there, and then Baylan Starkiller at least once. Now, he still mixed it up a bit within the week, so that's good. All right, on defense, you can reasonably expect to see Home 1 all the time. Why wouldn't you? Executrix was there twice, and then he mixed it up a good bit between Profundity, Negotiator, Leviathan, Executor, and I want to say one opponent didn't see fleets at all. Something like that. As far as defenses by zone go, bottom front, we might expect to see Treya, Great Mothers, Pirate King Hondo, Ray Swolo, something like that. Offense. He was using Reva, Leia, Queen Amidala, Slacker, JML, Thaw, Malgus, Gungans, JMK Cat, Sith Eternal. What is that? 9? And then, you know, a mix of these last several teams, like the likes of Lord Vader, Serum Malgus, Starkiller, and Finn, CLS, Baylan, Wampa, like that. Executor, Negotiator, and Profundity, and Leviathan, all seen twice. This suggests a good bit of rotation. This is something I like about the way Herbert plays. So, you know, in a couple seasons past, it was really easy to just say that he was cheesing because his defense was, in fact, pretty light. Like, this is a few seasons ago, like back in 3 vs 3. And that's where I think I first met him. And so it's hard to shake that impression. But he's actually setting a reasonable defense. And furthermore, he is scouting and he is rotating. Like, the way he's changing his defense is strongly suggestive of him scouting. So I like this. This is a very difficult opponent, and this is who I'm here to fight. This is what I want to be doing. So, you know, I will either win or I will learn. That is the perspective. Okay, Asake, good to see you. Welcome. Where are we on the prediction? Surely we have jaw-jacked long enough. All right. Wow. 85% of you say 1 or less. Ambitious. Let's be honest. You're voting that because you want to take the long odds because last round you lost your ass betting on me. Yeah? How about that? I remember most people thought I had it last time, whereas I did not. All right. So yeah, 85% of you went 1 or less. Appreciate it. And then 15% went 2 or more. We'll find out. Let's have a look at the board. So, you've had some defensive performance, but what cost? Let's talk about it. He did most of this in the middle of the night for me, or very early in my morning, so I don't really know what fights go with what. We'll take a look at what was done on the board, and then I'll read off the banners to you and let you know how this looked. Tass happy as a child? Well, I'm happy with the defensive performance, but when you see what it's cost me, you'll understand. Like, it's, you know, I am pleased, but I'm not cocksure on this one, you know? All right, bottom front. We set Treya, Nihilus, Talon, Red, and Savage with a very bulky Kron. No, wait, sorry. This is a Kron that was very much like his Treya Dre Kron last week. I'm talking offense, crit damage, armor penetration on the stats, and dark side buffs level 3. So just all pain. Intended to be anti-Sith Eternal. Jabba. We got a hold, and I could tell you that from PrimeBot, he killed 4 of these on the first go, leaving Jabba, so he risked Night Sisters then? Something like that? There's a number of other things that could wipe out on only Jabba, I suppose, but... All right, against Reva. Now, check this out. First time, I think, in the lifetime... Sorry for all the coughing. This is the first time all season where I've set this on defense without Marok also present. And so I opened myself up to the possibility of Phoenix. And if all goes well, that's a 65, maybe 64. But he got a 60 on this, I can tell you that. That was his first attack that he did. Maybe the one he was most worried about. That's with my 100% added health on the stat. Cooldown level 3, long text Inquisitors level 6. So I wonder what it was that got a 60. And if it isn't Phoenix with Krex that he used, and if that's what I'm willing to believe, that imply that Saw with Krex is on defense for him. Have to find out. The Taxman has shown his face. Yes. We'll see. Yes, Swugga player. We did draw a lower score out of him this time, but you'll see. We have work to do. All right, Ray, Swolo, Exile, Ezra, Cal, GK as well down there. And as far as the banners on the front wall, you got the 60 that I told you about there on Reva. Then it was 65, the 4 on Jabba, a 65, a 61, and then the cleanup. which was full banners. It was 41. So we got a bite and a nibble. All right, in the back, this motherfucker. All right. We have Great Mothers back here. I don't know the banners, but he one-shot it. You got Slacker as well. Slacker, Dre, Hux, Faust, and FOSF with my FOSF Cron. Yes, that is my safe and sure solution to Pirate King. Yes, that implies I'm going to attempt to run Fatal's Fugitive Omega counter for it using the Rolocron. No, I've not done it before. And yes, this may end in flames, but it should be fun. All right, and then, of course, Lord Vader, Oppo, CX2, DCT, and Scorch. Yeah, I mean, he saw, Herbert would have seen that I enjoyed using Lord Vader against Jabba for something reliable. So it seems entirely within, my estimation of Herbert that he would see that I would prefer to hold that. He thinks I'm not setting it. He thinks I'm holding it. So he's going to take Jabba off defense. My guess is, by the way, there's no Jabba of his up front that I can see. My guess is there's not a Jabba in the back. There could be, and I should be prepared if there is, but I don't think so. And so I think he rotated that to offense. And anyway, he also set Maz Kanata on me last week. And it cost me my Riva, right? So he was okay with that trade. So he has it bottom front there again. So that's why I felt pretty confident he was going to set Maz on me again. So I set Lord Vader back here, and this is the one that got a hold. Any one of these might have gotten the hold, but I guess it was Lord Vader today. That was another 4, so he got everybody, presumably but the man himself, and then cleaned it up for what looks to be 41 thereafter. And I have no idea what goes where, but I'll read off the final banner counts for the last 2 walls when I'm done. Binzori, I set with the light side turn meter from set 24. He one-shot that. He one-shot everything on the wall. You've got Ahsoka full Spectre, but it's with Fulcrum. Now, I looked into this because I was remembering, obviously with Fulcrum on this team, it does open up a condition under Baylan that isn't otherwise there. But if you check the banners on that, that looks horrible. If somebody wants to Baylan this, you can go ahead, man, and take your 58, 59, maybe 60, have at it. But I think he got full banners on it. Pirate King Hondo, OG Hondo, Silvo, Brutus, Vane. Yeah, I mean, he clearly did use the same counter this week as last, Slacker without Dre. And for me to potentially try to complicate that would mean I would need to set Quiggled with this team. Quiggled would probably add some wrinkle to this for him, and this would maybe force the fight. But then I don't have a Maz team. I really don't think you do. I think you need a tank. And if you're setting this Pirate King Hondo team, I think you're setting it as a double tank. Because you still want the conditions given by Bane. So, yeah. So I think he's still got full marks on that, and, it's whatever. All right, Jedi Master Mace, Jocasta, Depa, Hellerin Beck, and Temple Guard. So I dropped Ayla here and decided to put this in. I saw Fatal ran this last week, and you can understand why, right? You've got another mass assist, a heal. It provides added pressure if you are of the mind to do something like a Sith Eternal solo, which I don't think he is, but Ayla didn't really give him any complication last week either, so what did I have to lose in the trial, right? As far as the banners go, so it was a 65, 4, 65, 41, 64, 68. Something got C-baned. 67. Yeah, so a 68 and a 67. All right. So a couple super banner clears, but only 2. As far as fleets go, we have 77, 75, and 77. So he got fine scores on Fleet, but as you'll see, I've made sure that, Fleet's not really what's going to be screwing me over today. got Home 1, you've got Executor triple, and then Malevolence. So, surely meant to be beaten, but, you know, he reserved triple for me last week. It's probably not the same this week. Nevertheless, I just wanted to be prepared. We'll see if ground, what we've done on ground, is enough. Are you going to be guiding battle? How do you mean? All right. Oh, man. So I had to read through everything, but now I can catch up with the chat. Sorry, guys. Hey, Pain of Demise. Good luck on your match. Appreciate it, man. Local Player 0. Low, yeah, we got the lowers. Hey, Spovo. Good to see you, man. Been on Tommy. Oh, you had a drop with Lord Vader versus Jabba, and it left you with just Jabba remaining, Vin? That's shocking to me, because Lord Vader's just been, like, easy dubs versus Jabba for me. Darth Tavares, possible he Wampa Jabba. Maybe. And then the Wampa blew up with Jabba's last thermals. I've had that happen to me exactly once. Couldn't be me again. The Guru, may the Force be with you. Appreciate it. Playbook, I told you, cheesers are getting sloppy, lazy. I mean, it might be that. It also might be there's no way he affected the Slacker and the Lord Vader. Maybe one. It wasn't Slacker affecting. I mean, yeah, so we'll see. Depending on the Pirate King Hondo quality, you can just sear Pirate King Hondo as well. Yeah, I think I saw you use that to clean it up after it dropped for you just last round. I saw that. Interesting take with the potency on the Kron, right? That seems a specialized response to you running this. So, glad you chime in, Fatal. By the way, I think you have the stream guest role, so if you're free and you're if you want, you're welcome to join and chat with us here. Otherwise, yeah, happy to have you. Twitch chat. All right, as far as defenses go for Herbert, top side, Jedi Master Base, Jocasta, Temple Guard, Depa, Ayla. With, interesting. Fatal and I were just talking about this the other day. Imagine if you set a set 24 Kron with armor penetration to counter the notion of doing Sith Eternal solo. This is not the highest amount of armor penetration there is, but it is good stats for the team generically outside of armor penetration, and this is interesting. It is interesting. Oh, did I subtract 217? I thought I hit 219. Yeah, you're right. It was a 75. The 77, 75, 75. Thank you. Oh, and I did run the numbers earlier. It looks like he has about a 60.9 banner average. So, yes, obviously, with what I've set, we've managed to pull a little bit more. If we can manage to not bug it. All right. So, yeah, after his Jedi Master Mace team, he's got Trench, Dooku, Newt, Jango, and General Grievous. What reserve? Reserved with whom? With Sith Eternal for offense? He got a 68. Think about this. I mean, it's possible. Like, it's possible. Yeah. JJ's Productions Twitch just rated him with 5 years. Welcome, JJ. A fellow content creator, and proud to say a patron of the channel. Thank you. Thank you for rating in. How did it go for you, man? Evening task. Hope you're doing well. So far, so great. We haven't even started the first fight. We did have some strong defensive performance, but I also set my slacker. So we'll find out. Yeah? All right. Wolfman. Nice. I haven't missed GAC. Yeah, you haven't missed shit. We've been here, 30 minutes yet and haven't done a damn thing. It's about par. Cosley, Jawa with the Jawacron versus Trench. I had seen that. I had seen that. I was very amused with that. You can. I actually, funny you mentioned that, man. I was thinking about, once I clear the front wall, obviously I'll make up my plan as usual for what I'm doing for the rest of the board. But I did see in my scouting here against Trench, literally full Jawas with the Jawacron is like 65 banners if you have any amount of relic parity. Like, I would say if they're all Relic 7s and you're all Relic 5s, you're probably golden. This is in a pre-Relic Delta world, by the way, for people watching the VOD in the future. All right, doesn't GG break the Trench unique? Also, why not Quig with Pirate King Hondo for this round? Because I didn't want to cripple my Maz. I'm not confident. So much of the damage of Maz, especially if you're going against something like Lord Vader, like, you know, probably one of the best possible uses for Maz, I felt the damage stall out. Like, Ethano's doing a ton with the Kix Kron. With the Pirate Kron, the long text, I feel like Quiggled's the star of the show there, both in terms of protecting the team and actually putting out appreciable damage. So I felt that the cost of setting both tanks there was too high. Now you could say, well, if you really felt like that, why not take Bane and put it with Maz? Then I've just put a gimmick with Quiggle to be anti-cheap slacker. And then I've just made what feels like kind of like a shittier Pirate King team, because I feel like without Vayne there, you're open to other things more. Probably something like CLS Robo. You know? That's my thought. All right, nice defensive performances. Always great to hear about. Yeah. Your opponent one-shot me and I lost on efficiency. Oh, well. It's a shame, man. For you. Yeah, you did it on my stream, and they were good relics. Yeah. It was a long, long time ago, man. I've watched a lot of GAC since then. All right. So anyway, yeah, after his Pirate King, as far as the Kron goes, by the way, for you out there, Fatal, 75% health on a bulk, 10% offense, long text Pirate level 6. So we'll find out. All right. Ahsoka, Hu Yang, General Syndulla, Padawan Sabine, Exile Ezra, turn meter, health, standard, you know, fair for Leia to fight. Bottom front, Maz Kanata, Kix, Quiggled, Ethano, and SM33 with the Quiggled Kron. Usually I dismiss this effect, this reflected damage, but between the rest of the damage that could come out from the long text Pirate 6 and this 9, I think it'd be scary. I don't know if I fear this team as much with the 75% damage reduction, but, you know, I mean, I'll have to think about it. Bulk level 3, lots of protection here, some tenacity, bit of, you know, armor penetration. Great Mothers, Night Trooper, Marin, Morgan, and DTP. With the Night Trooper Kron, of course. Standard fare up here, high crit damage, 400% defense to offense. Cooldown level 3. Now he's got Baylan Starkiller. Now this is one of the solves here for this round. This is a very obvious telegraph that Reva with Marok is in the back. Is there a reason why it would be advantageous to falsely, like, you know, to juke me on that? Like, what do you gain by forcing me to save, I guess, Seer? Seer Malgus would probably be my go-to that he would scout and see. But what's the ups to him on forcing me to save Seer? Is he thinking that if I make it all the way through the front wall without saving Seer, that I can't find a use for it? Because I'm pretty sure I could. Anyway, something to think about. So there's this Baylan Starkiller with Scav and Rey. Rey's made her appearance on this team this week. And then you have Rey, Swolo, Cal, GK, Zaris. This looks like a prime setup to go after with EPSK. Seer Malgus, historically, can have problems with like very high health, this Dispel, this health stacking, level 6. But EP Starkiller should do it. See. Eves Ghastly says, I don't have anyone on 9 yet. I'm tempted to do yet because I can't do it now, but I don't know if I will have the same impact on the fleet. Right now, the Executor is oscillating between 21 and 24. Well, I don't know that if you don't have any Relic 9s, I don't know that Piet's probably the one I'd take to Relic 9 first in the game. So you're right to consider it. Fatal says, my damage is infinite. Bulk is a fake stat. All that matters is BB2 turn order. And yeah, I did review with you before lock-in for this week that I had this set up. So I think we're in a good state as far as that goes. We will all find out together. All right. Tellable says... Oh, you... Yeah. Tellable says you shouldn't give it to P. Yeah, Executor's in a very weak spot. Unclear on how Relic 10 will affect the other two capitals. Fair. Tim, to pull your Seer team out by hiding secrets in the back wall. I mean... But when you're putting the Baylan Star Killer up front, you're telling me to save Seer. That's what you're telling me to do. So this could all just be a juke in the end. Who knows? What did I just miss over on Twitter? Darth Link, hey, thank you for the resubscribe on an 8-month streak. Good morning, Tash. Should have won my round today. He got stuck on Hondo for once. And today is the start of my 30-round win streak. Good luck against Herbert. I hear you, man. Okay, so guys, I think it's pretty clear that before we do anything else, we have to face the music. I have never done this, but the time has clearly come. Okay, we have the correct ones. Yes, this is correct. This is the Rolocron. So, this will start out with Wrecker getting locked down and then blitzing on him. We have to hit Bane. We're gonna push Crosshair along as best as possible. I think we're looking to just get Crosshair as close to free before Hondo's first ultimate. And then ideally, as soon as Hondo's first ultimate's gone by, we're gonna try and chain along, right? That's the idea? Yes, Tim, no Batcher. No Batcher. Fortunately, Playbook TV, aka Fatal, is here in the chat, and he's more than qualified to explain the virtues of Omega, but essentially, it's about how she can... The old Omega hands out target practice to the team, which feeds into this infinite damage that he just mentioned a minute ago. If you get a chance for Omega 2 to stealth, to swap taunt, it ended up being sick against OG Hondo. Swap taunt to her specifically. I don't remember the condition. It's like, I know that when Wrecker's sufficiently weak and I use Omega's middle, it stealths him and then she's exposed, but I'm not 100% on how to create that condition.
She needs to be the healthiest. That's the condition.
She would have to be the healthiest to be exposed?
Yes, it's in her unique. Her.
That's the disembodied voice of Shake, one of my patrons here in the chat.
Sorry, not unique, special. The one that, yeah.
Yeah, the one that does it, okay. This is the one. That is
Our Way Out. No, Our Way Out is the smooth. That's the one you need to
Well, yeah, but I thought that's not the one that puts people in stealth. Remove stealth from the healthiest Bad Batch ally and all other Bad Batch allies. I thought this happened on the middle. I guess I misremembered. My bad.
Oh, middle is just Giga Heal and cooldown reduction.
Alright, swap taunt to her specifically. When Cosley, when he says OG, he means OG Hondo, our neutral Hondo that we're fighting on. A Wrecker 2 taunts when OG Hondo handcuffed. Yes. When she smoke bombs, highest health plus proc gets it. Middle is heal, cleanse and heal, cleanse, and cool. Right. Hey, Sharky Nobi. Hey, Plumbus. Good to see you. All right. Well, I'll try and play this out carefully, but I don't think it's really a timeout risk, so we can be a little careful in thinking it out. About to say something, Shaky. Keep doing up.
No. Oh, sorry, no. Good luck.
Go after Bane. And we don't want to deviate from hitting the guy that has the target on him.
Correcto.
Fatal says, once Vayne drops, you want to mop up sides, except maybe OG Hondo. Silvo second to shut off OG Hondo. Okay, yeah. After Vayne, go after Silvo. I can take that, sure. Then go after non-OG Hondo characters. Then it's kill OG Hondo, or no? I think I saw you the other day kill Pirate King, then OG last, because I think I saw you use Crosshair's first special, which I think can't be evaded, and that's how you got through the evasion and just sniped him. Does that recall? I tried to study a couple of your fights using it, see how much is stuck to the walls. They may revive depending on turn order. Yeah, we'll find out together. By the way, the extra layer of sketch for me, folks, is that I don't have an accuracy arrow for Crosshair. It's something I'm working on.
Yeah, that's true.
Just reset and re-kill Bane. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by reset, but we can get there.
Yeah, just ignore target lock and get Wayne. You know, that's what it means. Just target Wayne. Because
you're saying if he revives Vayne, if somebody else does have the blue target lock at that point, still just go back to Vayne anyway. Yeah.
I mean, you will be forced to go back to.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was about to say. Is that even like a choice? All right. At all times, I think Fatal, I'm seeing you use Omega's basic. I don't know that I've seen you use any of her specials. Omega can heal turn 1 to cleanse accuracy down. This one? Dispels all debuffs on herself. Bad Batch allies. What the? No, that's... You must be... That's the whole team. The heal. Not all Bad Batch allies. Yeah, there it is. If you're worried about dodge, I don't know what I'm worried about. I'm just generally worried, but I am willing. No. You're good. You're good, Fail. All right, we'll see how this goes. Let the science begin.
Believe in yourself.
I believe. Go get him, lads. All right, eventually we're allowed to participate in the proceedings. We do like so.
Good. One day we get the chance to.
What? Say what?
One day you will get the chance to.
Yeah. I thought you were giving stage for it. Alright, yes, still stay here.
Pretty well.
Okay, we're freed up now, but I saw Fatal do this. He doesn't use the snipe. Just stick him with the basic here. Just running the system here. We're just doing basics here. I saw him do this. I swear I can do monkey see, monkey do. Okay. Still do this again, right? Because he's...
Yes.
Okay, ultimate coming soon. I want to say he sniped here. Or did he basic? Did you snipe her or did you basic, Fatal? I think you sniped.
Able to get away with it.
Well, yeah, but does it really matter because he's going to do the thing in a second anyway, right?
No, you should be... Yeah, it don't matter. Just see them.
Snipe starts stacks. Then I guess we chunk you out. Cool was.
Yeah, alright.
Now this is the cleanse we're looking for?
Yeah, middle is cleanse, third is...
But I'm saying cleanse is the move here, or is it basic? Because I've seen him basic just to call in the hit.
Smoke. Third.
Isn't that not going to work? Don't we... Like, we're not going to gain buffs and shit.
That's fine. The people that need buffs will gain buffs.
Okay. How do we call that smoke? Anyway, it's fine. I just work here. Getting under protection with this. There's the revive. And then Fatal said, you know, you go back after Bane with it, so get to the script. Now she's free. That's probably not good. Yes, please do hit him, not her. Luke kindly. Okay, back to it with this then. Just basics. Make do. Make action. Yes, hit the target. Yep.
Yep. Start here.
Okay, that's another reset coming in. Maybe. Ugh. Mad science indeed. Okay, just basic again, I think. Stick to the script, man.
Itself would have been nice.
Time can be a factor. Yeah, I hear you, man. I see how it can be a factor. I really do. Really do. That was looking for. Just make with previous move. Okay. Yeah, I see why time's a factor. If you have to go through this several rotations. Tough times, man. That ult charge fast. This spell. Okay. Wow, big damage though. Got a minute to win it.
He didn't use his stats.
Yeah, we're just getting completely screwed. Alright. Come on. Come on. Ult again, you bastard. I see you're about to do it. Son of a bitch. Okay. 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 Come on. Yeah, again. 43, go. Go, 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 go. Come on.
Yeah, use that enough to just yelp.
Come on.
This is
Stop
not
fucking
ideal,
going.
man.
Come on. Come on. Give it. Give it.
Good. Snipe. Oh, you need to snipe him out. Otherwise you can't kill.
Okay.
Yep, jeet.
Come on.
9!
That's okay. That's okay.
you're fine.
That's okay. Really good first attempt. For a very first attempt. We had a lot of time talking and thinking there. I'm satisfied. We can bear this. We can bear this loss. So, good. We were mostly successful, and I think with certainly just a few more seconds, probably fine. Well, bear in mind,
this means
guys.
you at least have a shot still.
So, bear in mind, guys. Yeah, I mean, we can definitely afford this drop this round against Herbert. We'll try not to have too many more. 4+ is fine. And really impressive how that comes together in the last minute. Yeah. Knowing what I know now, just a bit more movement. All right. So. Yeah, so it's really cool, guys. Bear in mind, Fatal's pioneered this, but it is conditional on the Rolocron right now. There might be some other Datacron that comes out. I haven't read through the new set. I don't know that there is anything coming soon. But it is conceivable that there will be a future focused Datacron to abuse, something like that could enable this. But yeah, you really need the free mass assists. That was fun. All right. Prediction finish? No, because we're 1 or less today. So no. Oh yeah, the prediction for you to put in your prediction, that's been gone. I'm in. All right. So yeah, if I was just a little quicker, we would have probably needed to get a second snipe off, right? And
No, you should have started with the snipe because he had riposte. At least I think he had riposte, right?
I don't know that he did. It was a while since I hit that last third. Yeah.
See,
Fatal does say
that's my thing.
Fatal does say that the Bad Batch 2 can win normally, but it's going to be much tougher. Yeah, and looking at how challenging the Pirate Set 24 Cron can be, when that expires, its power leaves with it. Maybe that's putting Bad Batch 2 on much better footing to do it regularly. Anyways, as far as what I'm going to do, JMK for me last round is what I used to deal with his Treya Dre. We clearly see that I'm not fighting that here. As far as Great Mothers goes, there's really only two options. There would be the riskier road of taking Malgus, which there is some win rate to it, and especially if you're willing to commit a dark side bulk level 3 from set 24. Good amount of health on the Kron is never bad outside of it, but also having some offensive stats like crit damage and offense helps you close out characters and avoid people living ever so slightly too long, stuff like that. Okay, Tim said he did have riposte. Crosshair did have riposte, and I should have sniped first, then assisted. I can believe that, man. Yeah, there's room to improve.
Because I think he lost repose by the time he got around the second time. So
maybe that is the way I'm remembering it, because I don't remember seeing a riposte there, but that might have just been that very last turn.
Yeah. He should have just been able to snipe, straight up under broad.
For sure.
But regardless, this was the first attempt. Live and learn shit.
Now, Jedi TJ says, this is a terrible use of Baylan, Darkside Ray, Gas, and Starkiller. I mean, to be perfectly frank with you here, at the top of Kyber 1, you have enough powerful teams where butchering a couple teams to make this isn't crazy. You're going to have enough for a solid defense and certainly what you need for attack. But more to the point, the reason you do this is that you want Marok with Riva to stand against the Phoenix count. And that's why I'm thinking this is a very, very obvious telegraph that it's Riva with Marok in the back. 100 biddies from Sheepdog. Great first attempt. Really appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah, it was fun to try. We'll keep that in mind. It's kind of the same thrill feeling doing, Night Sisters versus Jabba. Like that. Fatal says, normally you will just have more time than the turn distinction. Doesn't matter how to kill OG. Normally you'll just have more time. Yeah. So, yeah, exactly. Because we definitely burned easy something like 30, 45 seconds of just consideration. Because it is a very deliberate fight. Clearly you need some of that time there towards the end, but honestly, we didn't need all of 30 or 45 seconds to finish that. For the Bad Batch 2 to work like that, you need Crosshair's Omicron. I do believe both Omicrons are required. A specific turn order is, if not required, strongly encouraged. I think it is required.
Omega is not needed, but Crosshair is.
Playbook says the Omis are off versus GLs. They're very good otherwise. So I guess in the context of this specific counter, no.
Yeah, because you should watch some TW as well, so But realistically, it would be nice to have, though, Yeah.
Anyway, so I was saying, like, Malgus could do this with big bulk, but I don't know that I want to risk it. I'm thinking to apply JMK here. Bane Sass goes for Baylan Starkiller. EP Starkiller here against his Ray. And then, I discussed a couple options with a few players, including Fatal here, about what he likes versus Maz. And he was saying last week he was doing Queen, looked into it. He was, sometimes, I believe with as little as 3 characters. And getting a super banner clear, like a 67. So that is an option. But I think before we see how anything else goes, let's give a go to Starkiller. Okay. Armor penetration, probably something like that. Dark side buffs is what I have done, but where they're really thick and I need to endure a couple of hits, maybe a bulk level 3 might be appropriate. Pretty good. Not a really. This is a really good Kron. And I don't know that it has a better calling. Crit damage and armor penetration are what I want. If I wasn't going to get everything that I needed out of bulk. Let me check the win rates on it. Up with chat. Show me the path. EP Star Killer. Yep. Oh, fine. Sure, I see that people are doing this, whatever. Fine. How are you doing it? Bulk. Dispel. Random shit. Right? Completely random shit. Did I put this? That is on Kyber 1. I'll be damned. Looking at. Why is everybody doing? Can I specify that cron? I didn't specify an attack. Why are you all doing?
Doing what? Sorry?
Let me open up the date. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I believe that. Wow, CLS is a performer in there. That's cool. Okay, I can see this. The level 3 is pretty nice. That dark side level 3 could be useful. Fun. Okay, this was buffs up level 3. That's what I've been successful with. So where people were using a pirate's crown like this, they were actually 5 buffs 3, which would bring me back to you. 50% health on the cron, big armor penetration, buffs on the 3, and hopefully not too many rotations out of Ray. That would be the hope. All right. It is a cool theory craft. Yeah. I mean, if you watch Fatal Stream, by the way, hold on. Let's hit the shout out button here. Yeah. But if you're not already watching Fatal, you should be. Because, you know, he's a guy with all of the top Kyber 1 resources that's definitely willing to take more theory crafting risks than people that are ultimately just trying to win, like me. We all benefit from his experimentation. How's it going, Tass? Says Empire lifts back. It's all good. Kimmy, health definitely. Emps needs lots of health. Yeah, if he's going to be surviving multiple whirlwinds, could be the case. That's right, Tellable. Yeah, Fatal's a goat, man. I've learned so much from his content. Definitely. Long before you ever heard of me, I was learning from him. That's fair. All right. It is Shake that you hear in the background. Yes, Turd Ferguson. Mm-hmm. Time to time.
Somebody to purpose me? What the hell?
You're here often enough.
Yeah, my laziness is being recorded. Damn.
Mm-hmm. You have been observed.
I really should just mute myself, shouldn't I?
I've used the Wampa Datacron for this counter since too many teams shut down the solo anyway. Overkill for sure. Yeah, that makes you feel a little bit. All right, let's drop the hammer. Black Lion says, I played with Fatal years ago. He was always doing crazy stuff, getting to work. Yeah, right. You're right about that. Yeah. So we'll go ahead. No stagger on Ben. Unfortunate, really. Is that a shock I see? Okay, so you all have shock. Won't be able to stun you, other. You want Ben stunned. No joke on that, buddy. We can strip turn meter. Is that not so? We could also dispel this and try and get rid of fire before ultimate 1. having shock on then with oversight. We can and should probably run this. We get to dispel you, potentially allowing us what? We can get this Inspire off. Guess we can get here for really nothing better to do. EP gets a turn. We could stun, but we're not there yet. I don't know. I see little profit in allowing be able to have any kind of anyhow. Sure. Do this so that after I dispel you next time turn, you're already up. Okay. Not my favorite scenario. Now I'm stuck here and I have to wait for a natural. You're out here. Please do this. But that's going to actually force a whirlwind, right? I think we're in whirlwind territory anyway. We are. Okay. Can we have some action here? Yeah. Thank you. Sure. We'll take that. Such luck there. You're low enough to be killed now. Key. Crucial. Yep. Maybe. You've already got some people under AoE. I don't know that this is exactly the moment for it. Yeah. Alright. People who can be controlled. Have to make for a stun now. Oh, no stun. Free. Knock there at least. Knock out here. Good. You're just some asshole. Make with the stuns again, ASAP type of thing. Get. Got free. Can't have that now. Chill. Let's chill on the you being free thing, baby. You got freed up. Okay. Mild terror ensues. Do you have a freebie? Nope. Lightning coming soon. Theaters near you. Need that rail ASAP. Cleanse buffs ahead of ship drop. Man, our timing for coming right out of ultimate could not be worse. Okay. This is where the rubber meets the road. No stun. Good. Good. Loving this. Loving this. Need my ship drop, friends. That's good. The fuck on. Get on out there. Not today, man. Just bungled. Bungled! Not good. Question is, do I submit it? What's the rotation here? Kind of like a Seer Malgus. There's 2 drops.
Share Malgus even work now?
Maybe. I don't know. I think we'll withdraw.
Do you look up GMK? Yeah, I would want to withdraw.
JMK can work here. So this is why I did this. Now if I have to rotate, I guess we have to risk Malgus against Great Mothers. If I have to use... Yeah, JMK here. So good. Okay. I think the biggest thing to remember there for me is just to mind the shock on GK, because we lost a bunch of time on that. That's about it, I'd say. You still like the Upu squad against Ray? Yeah, I think it with really high relics and particularly like a very bulked out Datacron and this team comp, it is actually pretty classically. It's not impossible by any means for Sir Malgus, but if you were to mention a composition that was going to be most impedant of Sir Malgus without committing Exile Ezra to it, it would be this. Yeah. You want to keep shocks if at all possible when against GK and or Barris Cow. Yeah, I know. I also just wanted to stop Ben from going, and I know I removed my own shocks and definitely caused myself some of my own heartache. That's fair. That's fair. I think we all know that's something that could have been played better. But that was the right composition to use, and yeah, you see me be successful as well. So not today, though. Not there. All right. So if JMK goes there, let's go ahead and set up for Malgus. Oh, dark side. Like to see if I can run a set 24. I think it's one of the... This one. Some bulk, but also some damage to help. You really do want that out. The first stun was good. Subsequent stuns were not. Probably fair. Probably fair. You've had some trouble for basically never EP stunning when I should have stunned to control Ben, but I basically wouldn't stun for any other reason. I think when I was using the EP stun, I think I wasn't trying to use it on cooldown. I think I was trying to use it when I was afraid of being certainly Ben, but also I was trying to not have Xeris go. Anyway, let's see here. Tellable says, worst part isn't even the loss. It's going to affect the data on Insight for that stupid Ray level 9. I mean, yeah, but also savvy players know that there's more to the story of a fight than the data. That's why you have the benefit of, you know, all the streamers and everybody's VODs and all that, so. Yeah. All right, let's see if the turn order with Malik coming out first helps us. Very good, yes. Okay, so actually a lot of fear, yeah? I guess we're going straight through. There's nothing fancy. I'm afraid. Can't access you, so how would you like to proceed? You'll fear her who's already feared. You otherwise clear the fear. Really want to... We can heal, at least, with the lightnings. Arguably, we do that. We'll have ferocity, but they've already done their AoE. What's the worry? This would be failure of a dunk. Here, part 2. Okay. Never a shock. No shock. How shocking. Hit you? Yeah, you're still not available to, but really sure what to make of that. Let's just put some damage on. You're going to be continuously restored, right? That's our issue with Marin. That's focus. A follow-up hit there. Not on time for Dunk 2. But this isn't worth using special. That was worthwhile. Okay, so unlikely to straight up fail the fight. Just went, let's ability block you. Rightly, all focus on her now. There, leave Brittany alone. Giga heal. AoE of the gods. maybe pursue what's her name correctly, Mara. Maybe. Fear. You were supposed to be feared, actually, for the record. Much prefer if you had been. Okay. Dunk of the Gods. No lightning to take advantage of, just basic. Alright, everybody be cool. You be cool, I'll be cool, we'll all be cool. Sure, why not? Gigadrick, welcome to the show. You dare. Can you guys stop fucking taking turns? It's getting to be discourteous. Alright, let's see if we can't stall out. Get the final banners. We would need another lightnings. Our man. Good. Interesting that the AI chose to bless DTP. I just noticed that now. Okay. This is the droid we're looking for. Blind him here so he can't AoE us, even though it would be more satisfying to go for the dunk. Ability block. Alright, 64 will do. Meat's back on the menu, boys. Haven't done that one in a while. So, 0 plus with EP, you know the reason. Too much shock being removed from GK, made him an impediment. Yeah, I erred in that respect. It's also just plain old fucking unfortunate that we had no staggers land on Rey, and her turn meter lined up such that she got to go like immediately after Starkiller one. If any, just a little bit different, we would have had Starkiller able to ship drop outside of an ultimate in a profitable way. But I did myself no favors. All right. So JMK goes there. Baylan just gets Bane, I guess. When I did this last time, I guess I would have just used Wampacron. I don't think he's going to give me 8. That other one. Let's go with it. Baylan, Bane, Sass, Wampacron. Roll it. Where's my music? Okay, it is definitely a 2 or more situation. Two or more gets it today, so predictions out of the way. All right, so for Turbo Starkiller, don't use AoE at the start if fighting GK. Save AoE for turn 2 after Mara gets shocks out. You can barrel on Barris or somebody instead. Fair, yeah. Yeah, it was barrel on Barris. Why wouldn't you barrel GK, out of curiosity? Why would that be? What is the Starkiller team? Yeah, Zach. So when you're wanting to set Riva with Marok so that you can't use Phoenix against it, rather inexpensively, I guess, for 65 banners or thereabouts, you're left with leftover Baylan. And so a lot of people will cobble together a Baylan Starkiller team. No. You must. Sorry, I wasn't clear, Fatal. I'm saying I follow you on the not AoEing with Starkiller at the start. That makes sense. That way, our crit doesn't put crit immunity on everybody just after we just used our AoE cleanse. That all makes sense. What I'm saying is, when you said use the barrel toss instead, you said on like Xeris, for example. Why not GK? I know you don't get like the locked buff immunity and stuff until you're unleashed, but Just for sake of argument, why did you say Xeris? And while you answer that, I guess we'll just run this fight. And hopefully it'll be okay. Because, yeah, you know, the funny thing about this is it's the same thing with, like, Bane versus Slacker Dre, right? If for any reason Dre survives long enough to do lightning, we probably have a lights out situation. That's Helm, just raided with one viewer. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. How did the match go? Let's hear all about it. You're here to witness a very close fight. Yup. Now, I'd love to tell you that everything's been going well so far, but then I'd be a liar. So we've had a couple drops. Victory is still technically possible, I imagine. We would just have to be in exceptional form, wouldn't we? Alright, got that one noted down. So yeah, how'd it go over the 1838 to 740? Oh yeah, so you put the jam on him. Nicely done. Nicely done. Swugger player got the big winnings. Nice. Nice. I like that. Okay, and Fatal said, it doesn't really matter who you barrel, but days only really affects Barris. I see you. I see you. Alright. Yeah, we'll use JMK here. As far as what I was going to do here, I think... so, it's going to be the Queen Underman. I want to do this Fatal style. I've been using Reva. Reva's on defense. Baylan's also an option, but if he has a Saw team back there... because he got a 60 on my Reva. I don't know what gets 60 on Reva. What I do know is that if he's using Phoenix with Krex, it's not likely to be a 60. It's like something bad happens and you lose, or you get like 64, 65. So, all that to say, if you're doing Phoenix against Reva, you need Krex. And if you're not doing Phoenix against Reva, then I guess Krex is kind of available, which implies a Saw with Krex in the back? Something like that? Ufu. Let's see here. Hit 60 potentially. That'd be a low roll, yeah. I mean, that actually sounds plausible because his Cal is down with Ray. And Cal is really what makes that a high banner fight. Doing Seer Malicos versus Reva. Bellable asks, is your Master Qui-Gon built for damage? I swapped over recently and been appreciating the extra pressure. No, I've been working slowly in the background on a set for him, but that effort has been derailed by a very pure defense farm going on for some time. I, for the time being, put him back into health, but here's how he's set up. He's got a crit avoidance arrow, just like Padawan Obi-Wan and Queen Amidala. He has a crit damage triangle because as you'll see, he's actually critting quite a bit. Anyway. Like, he isn't actually modded for a ton of added crit of any kind. Nevertheless, still up over 100,000 health, which I think is a reasonable minimum for him to be at if you've got him at Relic 9. I'd like him to be another few speed faster, because as it stands, I want to say my Padawan Obi-Wan comes out just ahead of Master Qui-Gon, so I burn my Padawan Obi-Wan's first turn doing middle, and then he'll come around quickly, but, you know, like, I've had to stretch some mods here, and I don't know that that's going to matter for this fight. Anyway, he has a little bit of offense tucked in through these speed mods, such that it's not inconsiderable damage. But no, he is not damage modded per se. Alright, so this is the Kron I saw Fatal do this with, I believe. Is that what I rightly remember? Pretty cool, this saw. That was versus Maz. Oh, that was with a turn meter. Maybe I'm misremembering. Now that's a... oh, so that's when he went full on into Queen. Oh, into Rey. Into this very comp, I think. Wow. Very much the same thing, in fact. What did he run first? Yeah, see? Look at this. Doesn't this look familiar, people? If I prick, do I not bleed? Yeah. Yeah. So did you fight a Maz this round out of curiosity? You did, and you See, I don't know that I'd want to run JML, but I understand why you had to. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So where did you end up? You probably set JMK. Yep, that's what forced your hand this way. Makes sense. Makes sense. Nevertheless, the third round wasn't. We can provide such a thing. Is this for you? Who is this for? No, this is a specialist. We prepared that. This is the... Wow, that's... Shit, how many? This is the one I'm thinking about. Anyway. It's up to you whether or not you need to go for the 67, says Fatal. I would only really fear a Maz with good health and armor, or with a 75% DR, which I actually think is the case. So we might go with a full composition. Yeah, it is 75% DR. So I guess we can take a look. What's the comp to run? All right. JML 71%. Queen 64.8 as seen how? With shock. Why do we want shock? I guess probably just for other support reasons. Because early on you can't dispel Quiggle's taunt, right? It has to expire and then I think you can. Grandmaster just for general avoidance reasons. So shock and Grandmaster maybe? What kind of crons are you rocking here? Armor penetration, crit damage from... Okay. See you. DV cron. That's clever. I like that. A variety of level 3. Get this done. Yeah. Okay, cool. I think Grandmaster and Shock sounds fine by me. Was just curious on the Qui-Gon Jinn. It's been a journey to get him to 70% special crit chance. Yours is still built well. Obviously, I don't think you have characters that aren't built well. No worries, man. This is why if you watch my mod guides on characters and factions, like I explain the kits and how they inform why you would mod them a certain way. Then I show, like, I talk about a couple different ways to mod them, like high-level ways, and then I show what is mine. And if I think there's some real deviation on it, I'll show a couple others that are high-end in the community, because the idea is, yeah, you'll, there's more than one way to get this done, and I'm restricted on resources. Could I force a really great crit damage set onto Master Qui-Gon and really get that damage? Yeah, it's just costing me sets from people I'd rather not rob, that type of thing. Fatal says Grandmaster and Cam would be best. It's still good value even without mods. Yeah, you know what? I'm okay with that because Cam's good for it. I agree. All right. I have no idea. See how it goes. With full queen, surely we should. Okay. All right, we have that. We cannot target anyone else. This cannot be evaded, I want to say. All buffs. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's play it like it makes sense to increase cooldowns on Maz. Let's assume that has some sensible bearing in reality. Throw this out. Now, how in the hell is it that we're correct today? I don't know why we're correct today, but I guess I'll take it. Yeah. No fucking... Ooh, we are getting somewhere. What should we do? Buff spread? There is an AoE of some kind coming soon to theaters near you. We could slap and take the riposte. Take the money and run. Hello there. Destroy him. Cannot have been more clear on the importance of destroy him. Okay, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. That's pretty close to destroying, lads. Okay. Okay. But now, yes, he forces the taunt onto himself. How? Yeah, DI all around. Yeah. See it. Gotta do what? We don't have to burn here, but it does push us around. We also didn't remove the TMR, which is actually advantageous. We'll get a basic here because I want to save the slap before I can do another spread. Now this is where things can get dangerous because now she's just done stuff. Her doing stuff is bad for the heart. Okay, no riposte to steal, regrettably, but we did get defense. Gotta be worth something. Can we kill her? Would very much appreciate if the answer was yes. Go on. Okay, fire one. Right. That should kill. You know what? I'm not going to be greedy. I'm gonna. You see, this is why you don't be greedy. I was thinking about targeting not her with the AOE, not getting the call, like a prideful jackass. But not today, Satan. Not today. Die. I'd insist on the dead portion, so actually pivotal. Go on. Okay. Smooth. And yeah. Acquiring a team of this order or something like Riva. Baylan can do it, but it's risky, and I really didn't want to do that. Alright. 65 it is. Man, I'm actually pretty excited here about the Fugitive Omega thing. Because I think if I try that again next round, I hope I have a real opponent, because that's going to be like a thing. Alright. Yeah. Fatal says 75% damage reduction makes it a grind, but the 3 damage dealers work their way through. Fair enough, man. It was mad easy. Yeah, it seemed pretty well managed. Like, they didn't really get the chance to kick off and pop off on us, so yes. Strong counter. Hard counter. Alright, let's have our, there you go. How are we looking to do this? Yeah, we got a Smite Cal there. Can be a long fight, as I recall. And I prefer to do this with Mace so that I can better control Ben. We will not have that advantage. So, I guess I'll take 5s. I don't have group. All right. Padme, Ahsoka, and roll it. What's the right move? Crit damage, I would say. How's crit damage gonna matter?
Armor.
Yeah, armor penetration's probably a better move. Ooh, this, I don't think that's particularly valuable, but we'll consider it. Light side, let's have that. Ability block. Now, it's a shame because it gets a turn meter level 3. Here's another ability block. Here's something. A little bit of... kind of interesting. Any inspiration to be drawn from the matchups? Do I still have a tab open? I do. Pre-filtered. Good. Goodness. You guys doing right? Brought up. Penetration with health. I can see it. Brought up. Brought up feels like the right decision. Let's check, because I have something with prod up and crit damage. And granted, not doing a lot of critting on characters with crit immunity. That's something I recall having worked through before. So, where is it? This one. 36% health, strong crit damage, product level 3. Very unlikely to have people just blown out. Grundy asks, what was the cron used there for your squad tasks? I've been using Rolo, but need to use that cron elsewhere. Oh yeah, that would be wildly excessive. Queen I just used with a set 23 light side turn meter, the 25% turn meter, with high crit damage and some health. Dagger, have I lost yet? Yes, we've had 2 drops. I timed out doing Bad Batch 2. Just needed a few more seconds. I just spent too much time earlier in the fight hand-wringing, more or less. Needed less than 30 seconds, but definitely burned up 30 to 40 seconds worth of time. And then we just had EP Starkiller. Slightly unfortunate how things started, and then I made a couple bad moves. Yes. Dagger says, boo, you and TJ are shitters. Yes, come up here and say that, you bum. Come on up here and fight me. Get on up here. Let's have it. Talk your shit. You're here. Okay. Let's see how this one goes. So yeah, we're looking to smite Cal, and
I didn't realize this was called the Walmart parking lot.
yeah, meet me. Oh man, your mic is so fucking bad, by the way. Crazy.
Which is why I was in YouTube comments instead of here.
Oh yeah, that is dreadful. Yeah, you'll need to do something else. Oh, on that front.
Wherever you go.
So.
Sorry, but the reason I was here was to say you and TJ are shitters.
I hear that. That does seem to be the word on the wind these days. Appreciate that kind comment. Do you still have the thing? Did he actually already go? It looks like he's smiteable. Yeah, that looks right to me.
Do check. Yes, he did go by the way.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, he's smiteable. All right, you go away then, and we proceed. Just a basic. And ideally, this heal. Sure, we'll do the heal up. Right into this one. Yeah? It would make sense for a variety of reasons. Kind of shut down GK quick, wouldn't it? Makes life easier on several fronts. Maybe just try and bully him down, take our lumps with a whirlwind or 2 along the way. Yeah, something like that. Back on her. Yep. All regular fare. He just freed up, though. How do you want to play this? I don't think you need to burn the smite in this way. Let's go after her. That was a good move. Almost. Stay on target. Okay. And we don't really have a stun on tap for him, but that's alright. What we want is to stop his very next. Is this gonna maybe call Ahsoka? Oh. Alright. Let's see here. Shields up to you. Not maybe before you dropped. I don't want you to get. Oh, done. That's fine. Just a basic, actually. Be close to the mark. We're gonna hold off on this. Ramp your mastery back to the stacks. He's gonna hit his big AoE without having offense up. Oh, at the end of the world, into heal. Okay. This one. Take her down low. Yes. Can we get to that next third? That's really the question. Yeah, This is maybe more trouble than it's worth. Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
I think we'll still be okay. I'm just trying to stunt for that 65 in the end. Caught up. There we go. Caught up. Part 3. This one. And then this one. Aha! We'll have to do. So, GMK Cat. 5. Snips, Padme. Alright. What do we got there? Alright, Gungans after Saw. Okay, so that's good. We were wise to save Baylan. They don't make a Saw that you can't Baylan. And there is the Crex, yeah. So it was indeed a false draw. The Baylan up front implied the Reva in the back, but like we were all talking about, him showing it up front, but not also showing the Reva, could have been a false draw, and in fact it was. How about that? Baylan, Shin, Marok. How do I want to do this? Probably Kira Dash. Something like that. Okay. Gungans. And Aphra. Zero. So indeed, he did move. He did rotate Jabba to offense. Just as I thought. So did he do Jabba again? Right, Zuckuss. That's Zuckuss. Yeah, that's Zuckuss. And interesting. Okay, so we have a few different. All right. To clean up Pirate King virtually any. That could even just be like a solo Han Solo for all I know. Yeah, I gotta put the comment in on fight too. One drop. About 30 to 45 seconds. Then considering he did about 15 more at most. Something like that. I think we would have been 15. Alright, so this one gets Leia. I think I am doing this with turn meat. Coach. I think it's with. What does he have on? It is 25%. Yeah, 25%.
I would recommend mirroring the breeder.
Well, I'm just trying to remember if I'm doing this typically with 25% or product. Yeah, 25%.
For this purpose, but breeder is nice.
Yeah, 25%. Very good then. Sign up for this. Koganar. Let's see here. Depressed Wampa. The mind games in K1 are interesting for sure. Very fun stuff. Yeah, this is what I enjoy about this, man. Bussy Pirate says, yo, Big T, it's Bussy. Roll this guy up and smoke him for us. I hear you, man. Dagger says, oh, I'm watching back the Starkiller versus Raid. It appears you're a bit rusty. Yeah, I just did this the other round, but it's just... You know what's actually kind of annoying is that the positioning of GK is such that if you're watching back over the fight, it's not easy to see his debuff row. That contributed to me not paying attention to the state of his shock, which made things a little more difficult. Yeah. Anyway. This is the one I prepared special. This I have been using. But you see this one actually has some health. It's still got the stun. Will be all. Here we go. I think I'm still hiding Jin, right? I'm not pushing the... Using the stun from R2 to stun him. That's what we're doing. That's it. He doesn't have fun, so target to him. But nevertheless, do I actually go for it?
I would recommend it because otherwise you get deep of fracture or possibly redness.
That's interesting. Oh no, we still get to do. Nevertheless.
can
I
ignore-
usually go with the third here. Now we... Several Jedi lessons later. Alright, let's see if this is a pop today. It is, in fact, the pop we were looking for. People who I want stunned. Yes, you? Actually, I think I'm trying to avoid. Doesn't matter. Prefer to buff you up. Sure, we can shields up because people are gonna start. Actually, no chance to stabilize. You dare, leave that one alone. Damn it. Higher turn meter stun. Good. Good. Shields up. Perfect. All right. Like a green. 5. Okay. Now we're looking for super banner stuff, right? Only super banner stuff. These 5, so we have Baylan reserved here.
Let's see, Burrito was not there.
Yeah. I don't know if you were here when I was talking about that, but yeah. It was kind of like, kind of a weirdly obvious draw or, telegraph, and then it ended up, in fact, being a elaborate ruse. Okay, let's blow these guys out. Nice, got the maximum TMR. Come on. Gotcha. Five. All right.
Might have to start doing something else now.
What was that you mumbled, Jake?
Might have to start doing some undermans. The math's not looking good.
Let's have a look at that map. Pull up the Prime bot here. So he finished ground with a score of 1370. So 1370 minus 10 minus 240 minus 240 minus 210 divided by 11 is 60.9 banners. Anyway, what was it? It was 1370. Let's do that now. 1370 minus 621, okay, minus 210, minus the other 240 up top, divided by 5, right? That's what we'd have to look for. I need to score an average of 59.8 to equal, you see? Over 5 fights. Is that? I think that's correct.
That shouldn't be correct.
Does seem a little generous.
A bit too generous considering you both.
I think my math's just getting fucked up because I haven't finished off the Pirate King Hondo. I think we're not comparing apples to apples.
Yeah. So it's 4 teams plus like minus 40. But yeah, just finish it off and it might be easier to do the math then.
So, interestingly, we can find a cool use for mods because there's no Sith, right? No Sith down. Oh, that's kind of cool. So, like a Maz Underman with kicks somewhere, we'd have to look into it.
Might be here you use Miles Undermine. On cleaning up that soda.
Yeah. This is kind of an old-fashioned tool. But, let's see here. Show me. Versus Trench. I fucking believe that. 64.5. How much you want to bet you can underman that? Yeah. Have us a look. View and GAC invite if you would kindly. Let's say restrict the domain. Relic 7s. Yes. Hacking Omicrons. Exclude these. Don't have them. Okay, let's get a picture. So Lord Vader's. Why don't we say has defense GL? No. Let's get rid of all the Lord Vaders. We know we're not dealing with your Sith. So here's one, the Trench. Here's JMM. So both Trench and JMM can be eaten up by this. Yeah, this is where we got to be real.
Someone has undermines.
Say again?
See if on GG someone did undermines on something.
Undermans are definitely part of the recipe.
Though you don't seem to be needing them, so we'll see after this event. Surely just the LS3, right?
Just the 3.
Oh,
I was really thinking if I could get away with just Han to be.
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, you don't believe? Yeah.
I
appreciate your perspective.
I mean, you can try it.
No. I appreciate it. Keeping me up. What would you use for a solo OG Hondo that is wounded, Dagger? For most banners, don't say Wampa.
Which Hondo?
OG.
I'm quite sure.
Like JTR BB-8?
You think that's just going to be higher banners, really, than just CLS trio to just go pop, pop, pop?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like a stun level 6 from, I don't know. If you take the stun level 6, BB-8 would preload. Does BB-8 preload you more than him? Where is his cooldown?
Well, hold on. You know what? Let's here. I don't know. I don't know the state of his cooldowns, but you can see from the state of his health that he's definitely just outright burstable. So,
Then just take Han and Chewie then. Han will stun him with his shoots first, and Chewie will do 20% max health damage.
That seems fair. All right, let's
assist.
See here. 9, and let's say that I get that would be a 40. What? Actually, I can't even. All right, fine.
Also, I'm no longer on my phone.
Do I need to undersize to win playbook? I wouldn't hurt me. Yeah. What were you saying?
86% for Wampa.
86% for Wampa?
I'm just saying.
Listen, is that Wampa with Wampacron? Because I don't got no Wampa.
Sounds like 14 people are dog shit at this video game.
Yes, I am aware that they are, but
Anyway, I'll think about these others. Fatal, I know you're still lurking in the chat. Do you think that you would still run with like Eigenkron Sith Eternal Solo here? They do have a bit of armor penetration. Some cause for concern. And also, open to your take on the solo OG Hondo cleanup.
Yeah, it's a 50% without Wampa.
I do have Darth Vader Cron.
I think Fatal is just much disappointed in your inability to kill Hondo with Bad Batch.
I haven't tried it, but maybe it could be decent. I don't know that I can really afford the risk. You feel like Han Solo insta-kills that OG Hondo? That's kind of what I was feeling, too. Not really seeing what... Because, when you're looking at the stuff on GG, you're also not aware of the state of the damage on them and whatnot. Critical damage. Finzori's down. Otherwise used. We can be very final with this. Do we not need it? Would the Datacron give anything extra survivability-wise? There's tons of fucking health on this.
What's the 70% health? I would do 3 man, or at least 2 man.
Let him get ballsy here. Let him get ballsy here. I think this is possible.
It's a worthwhile debate to have. Why I'm having it.
I am not nearly as aggressive as Fatal, and don't drop nearly as many fights as you. So, I would take Han Chewie. But there's no chance that Han one-shots him. I just worry about the cooldowns. Because it could go real bad.
I'd hate to have anything bad happen. So we'll just take the 2. And we'll know immediately if I was justified. Bat. 44.
I don't think Han was going to solo kill that. Just based on the damage that was done there.
Yeah.
Now do the one.
Oh, where did he end up dropping? Was it where I thought he dropped?
He dropped on Lord Vader and dropped on Jabba. So he kept his Maz down as expected, and so that
Lord Vader was one I expected him to drop on.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's.
I mean, you got Bane, presumably to work on. That's okay.
And minus.
What were the banners on SLK?
I have no idea. Minus.
Well, God damn it! I'm trying to find out if the plan worked and the execution was off.
Well, he got 2 drops, so I mean, surely I can't feel too bad about that.
Okay. The man who never dropped twice. That is good.
Yes. What was that original number? It was 1370. Oh, no, I don't even. Minus 665. Minus 210. How in the fuck? All right. One more time.
Make it drop. It's a whop. It's a whop.
Are you satisfied with yourself?
No. That one pained me to say. You might not believe it, but that one actually pained me to say.
56.
Says it needs to be 63.75 to tie. I think that's the number. Okay, so these are our considerations.
That's fair, Fatal. I just think that some people have their Hans really slow, and some people have their Hondos really fast, and starting with turn meter means that he could lap him, but I understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so for Aphra, I think we can do Gungans. Is that not 65?
Yes.
Yeah, we should have the tool. Against the Gungan. Don't want to do JML or C, I'll tell you that.
GML.
JML, I remember something
Against
wrong.
Gungans, GML.
Yeah, I remember that being distantly bad,
Against
but
Gungans?
I can check on it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Artificially
Fatal
that's
saying
not
to you,
very
Dagger, that Chewie being present made Hondo shield. So if you were looking
Yeah,
at
I
that
responded
protection
to that,
option.
and I said I forgot about that. But also, and I also
yeah.
pointed out that I have definitely taken in my Han at like 280 speed and been lapped by Hondo. So even stunning him first. So and that's
Pretty good.
just a lone Hondo. So
You're good?
if you can't get him dead with your first 2 shots, like it's over.
Yeah.
And
All
Han
right.
does not hit that hard in today's game without Chewie or C-3PO. I think people overestimate how much damage Han actually does on his own.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
from
it
my
really
experience.
was only a consideration to run with a solo just because of how low the state of his health was. But no regrets about running the Chewie, for sure. All right, guys, let me take a couple minutes break here. My coffee's exhausted. My back teeth are floating. So I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Appreciate you. Be right back. All right, we're back. I see ads are coming in, so just as well, I still have some plans to do. Let us... Yeah, we already have that. What are we doing here? This is for Aphra. Just want to double check our homework about Java. Not Java. Seven. Really? Yeah, vanishingly few of these. Yeah, I figured as much. Drop this. Show me. Gungans. Against what? L3 sorting? Zuckus and Forlum offer some complication. Zuckus is a taunt. Forlum works well with Zuckus. I don't know if that's tops to me. Yeah, I think we're okay. Just run full Gungans there. Seems the best of the option. So, run it with an amp bag. Call it a day. Now. How high does he? Okay, there he is. Turn meter, is it? Stamp bag. All right. It is. What do you have? Freya BKM. Interesting. Is still. Don't have trade Underman. AML 61. That sounds about right to me. Yeah, not a 65. Just so. So, BKM then? What's your secret? Tell me your secrets. Don't say it has to be that. Okay. Okay, we can do that. We can do the Eidenkron. You did a prod up. That's what I thought would have worked generically, but then again, you didn't get full marks for it. Like this barely. What was you? Yeah, this is another prod up. Prod up might have some real merit here. Ah, the tenacity. Nice. Yes, this team relies on landing its debuffs. Especially with that to do. Seriously. Okay, I might consider that. Gungans will surely have no application on that. So, go ahead and do that. BKM or Great Mothers for 65. Yeah, Great Mothers are on defense, so I think we're approaching the same place. Same thought. Ooh. First.
What's the average you need?
Sorry? The banners
I
need to score. So his average for these last 4 fights would come out to 63.75. So if I get 64 plus on these last 4 fights, I'm cool.
Very good.
Sorry?
You said very good.
Great. Yeah.
Here's my amp bag.
There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Yes. See how this one. Roll the dice, guys. Ads are over. We're back. Same bat time, same bat channel type of thing. There could be a stun in it, right? If they had protection, stun them for 1 turn. Would that not be interesting to see? Yay! Impossible dream. Gonna do buffs here. We could put this up before that. Small debuffs. If I want to open. If the idea is maximum damage ASAP, then don't fuck it out. But go ahead and do it. You do have that. like that. Happened. Okay, that's good. Where's the Boomba? I need to use him the Boomba. That is the Boomba I was looking for. Let's have this. All these, I think that's a permakill, because that's Boomer that just did it. Got the corrupted translation right off. We do have to get a Tarpals basic, and I guess. 2/3. Yeah, that was a permakill. BT1 didn't come back. Aphra just used her middle. This is the mass assist we need to have Tarpals dispel. Back on job over here. Finish it. Stop, don't do that. Okay, that's good.
I am definitely interested to see what IG90 does on this team for defense. 'Cause I don't foresee it doing much on offense. I mean, we have like, what, 3.5 months to wait for that shit, though?
You sure do. How dare you? Leave that alone.
Oh, man, just so the people out there know this, while Tass is struggle busting his way through this rest of this board. I can't wait to do all these videos for these new characters.
Yeah? Why is that?
They all look really fun.
All right, that's good enough.
And while I am relatively low on what they're going to do at the top end meta, I think that they're all going to be a lot of fun, and I think we're going to use a lot of them, at least in TB.
Feel that? Okay, let's.
Do they have anything for TP?
What's up, Shake?
What do they have for TP for that?
I'm saying that we won't be using them much in
Why
GAC.
would
or
I be
TW.
using them in...
All right.
We won't be using them in TV as well for the next 3 months. So,
Be
a while.
Yeah, but that's why I said we have 3.5 months to wait, and when we get them, we'll probably use them in like TB.
Yeah, very excited.
Although the new Darth
No
Vader
game
will
what
probably
I
play in
play with
TW
love.
because the new Darth Vader will see play in TW because of MJ's Omi, I think, and getting that team started really fast. I think I mostly am like, I'm being a little pessimistic because I think that like Luke will see some play on Leia and GAC and TW, right? Like I think that a couple of these characters will see some use at the top end, but I don't think any of them are like game-changingly good. Ventress is going to get a shit ton of run in TW. Holy fuck, is she going to be good in TW?
Yeah, I haven't read it yet. The apology was text.
Basically, she's a DBB lifter.
Aha, cool.
Saw.
The
We
one
do have
team
Saw.
I haven't had use for. Be getting some news again.
Yeah, like I said, like Asajj is a dad bod lifter. Luke is a before you get Leia, here's your team, and a 3v3 Omi, so it's going to be pretty good in 3v3, I think, right out the rip, especially if paired with like the Princess Leia Omi. Barris, I think, is going to be a solid 3v3 defense for at least mid to late game players because she goes with 2nd and 9th. And in 5v5, I'm not quite sure where her home will land. Her kit's pretty solid, though, so I could see her landing in a couple of different spots.
I actually do have Mom Mothma. Is that not just a pretty solid dunk?
It should be.
Kyle, Luthen, Baze, Krex.
And then IG90 is going to make the Aphra team better, but boy, howdy, does it need probably more than just IG90. For, like, endgame, I mean. Like, endgame TW and GAC. Then who else?
Just to 7, just to take the mark.
Then the new Darth Vader is going to be pretty good with EPMJ, especially in TW. I don't know if it's going to be a huge GAC team. They do start with Hatred, but there's a lot of anti-revive shit going on.
Yeah, Mom Mothma might be worth considering. So it's Mom Mothma or Bo-Katan versus Gungans. That's the answer there.
By the way, Yobaka in Russian is translated as fucker.
Fantastic. Love it. Yeah, let me catch up with the chat here for a second, guys. Yeah, the Yoda Chewbacca thing looks really solid. It's one of those things where yes, the Tarful team's going to be better,
but is it going to be better enough to see any amount of play in the end game?
Yeah,
I don't know
Pavoni
if that's true in
says.
GAC.
Pavoni says 2HC. I don't know. Dagger is back, disrupting the stream as always. That's our Dagger.
Hey, at least it's Swugger related this time.
Fair.
I got some feedback on the
sports.
non-Swugger stuff, so.
All right, Fatal says they're bad for endgame, but I'm sure Spider-Man will be good, so you'll want him anyway. Yes.
Yes,
Boro.
100% that.
Boro says, mate, there's a small beep once every second on YouTube. The beep that you're hearing is Shake queuing up his mic. It's 2025, but alas, the setting that controls that tone every time he hits his push to talk key cannot be found. It's impossible. The impossible dream.
Damn, just out here just taking
All right, there you
shots
go.
at our
Fuck
forest
off.
friend.
Yeah? Fuck off.
Just
Fuck
out here
off.
taking
Straight away.
absolute hammer shots at Shake, man.
Yeah, this episode brought to
Hey, there you go. Fixed now.
Shake wants to introduce me to his cousin. Go fuck Yusef.
Look, I grew up. I grew up in a place where no one had changed the batteries in their smoke alarms, so I didn't even notice it until someone pointed it out. Right, I'm just used to beeping in the background.
Yeah, I believe you. What was this? There's the trench. You are breaking up so badly right now, Shake. Thought you should know. Seer Malicos. Oh my god, I still don't have Seer Malicos. Best banners only. Oh yeah, you were beyond lost. Beyond. Well, I saw Maz is doing it somewhere. That exactly. Here. If I get a 65, I'm actually doing very well. I don't need to push it. The 65 Maz here. And then the question is, do I go for some C thing or do I do just JML here as usual? Any of the underband? Yeah, 64.2. 65 with the full shebang. Or? No? You dare. Dare this. See? That's not the droid I'm looking for. I'm going to do this. Ah, that's really clever, though, with Savage and Treya. That's kind of nice. I like that. Yeah, Striker. The match is still winnable, but, a couple noteworthy drops. One was just me mismanaging EP Starkiller versus Rey. The other one was timing out on Bad Batch 2 versus Pirate King. It pretty much worked, man. I was spending time thinking about my decisions here. First time going through it. Burned time that I really didn't have to burn because I needed about another 15 seconds, and I definitely had that to spare if I had been a little bit quicker about it. Tim.
I will say it was fun to Bad Batch 2 a Hondo in like 90 seconds. Did you see my screenshot that I posted?
Yeah, last night.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, that screenshot is 1 minute and 9 seconds in.
What was the back wall? Back wall. Yeah, so it was a false draw. Like Reva wasn't back there, right? Reva Marok wasn't back there. He used it on offense. So yeah, Gungans here. Gungan. So yeah, man. Have our own Aphra. Have Seer. We have BKM. And we have Saw. Saw / Mama. Between BKM and Mon Mothma, which would you do versus Gungans?
My answer is always going to be Mon Mothma because it sounds more fun. But do you have Jedi assigned to anything?
You mean JML?
Yeah.
JML looks to produce a 65 sometimes, but not reliably.
Is it too low? Okay, never mind then.
Not reliably. Not with Ampag. That's why I'm concerned.
Is BKM better banners, or is Mon Mothma, if it works, is assuredly better banners?
Yeah, it
And I
would be
can't
better if
imagine
it
Mon
works.
Mothma not
Some of
working
these
here.
BKMs are using Rolocron, but I see one here that's like a 64 with Iden. So yeah, I have half a mind to use Mon Mothma.
Yeah, I like the idea of Mon Mothma. I also love Mon Mothma as a team. I've long time lover of that team. Ask anybody in my guild. They much to their chagrin, I had everyone's Mon Mothmas modded really well when I was there.
This is a day of days because I can't tell you the last time I did this.
Can you foreman this?
I don't know that I should try. When I need to get
Sure.
greater than 63.33 to tie on these last 3 fights. Dig? The 64 plus?
Oh,
Cool.
yeah, then there's no reason to do this.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think there's a good reason for me to fuck around with. So that's my.
Are you
my
sure,
deal.
Baze?
Let me show you. You have 2 ways to go. I saw somebody do Hoth Rebel Soldier, which is what I'm sure you were thinking. But out of the 2 battles seen,
I was thinking Kara or Hoth Rebel Soldier, yes.
well, sorry, Hoth Rebel Scout. Yeah. Somebody got a 59,
Fatal
but there's a
says
relic
that with
disparity
a
here.
summon, a 4-man is just a 5-man. And he makes a valid point.
With a summon of 4. I don't get it.
The summon is a 5th person, so if you drop a person, you still have 5.
Yeah.
I think Fatal is saying that it's possible to underman
Drop the
this.
banner.
I'm not saying you have to. Just saying. Yeah, then take Baze.
Well,
Baze. Oh,
let's open this up. I opened up Kyber 2. So yeah, your Kara's in here. What do I have selected? I'm definitely bringing what? Certainly Luthen,
4 good
certainly
ones.
Krex. Right?
yeah, you're taking the 4 good ones.
And
The question
Kyle
is
then?
who's fit.
Yeah, I mean, then you really are just down to the... Maze makes sense, right? We can sweep all their buffs at the right time. Yeah, Kara's not available. Oh, that's not an option. Oh wait, Kara is available.
Yeah, you didn't. If Luthen's available, Kara's available. That's how this works.
Yeah, but you see this? Because this is exactly what I was fixing to do here is the 25% turn meter crit damage. Like this. So what say you?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably fine.
No, but I'm saying it lost with Kara here.
I'm saying the Kron is probably fine to take. I'm not
Sure.
saying that Kara's the right one to take.
Sure. Okay.
I'm saying I don't know who the 5th should be. If you want Baze, take Baze. I wish you could put my face up on this stream when you're doing this.
No, I don't think I should. Do we have any other teams for Gungans? We technically have JML, which looks to be worse banners. We also have BKM. In terms of what we actually do.
Look, just take them on Mothma team with the Baze that worked.
So there's Gungans here in the back to take down.
I've done this in 3s. I haven't done this in 5s.
I think Maz is what we're going to use for ideally 65 here on Trench. Why not BKM? You just got to have it land just so to
65
get
is
the
greater
50.
than-
Yeah. The idea is you
65
have
is
to
greater
land it
than
just so to get your 65. And I worry about that.
And what happens if something goes wrong and you get a 61 and then Tass has to 68 these last 2 teams to anyways.
That's what I'm trying to avoid. And JML looks closer to between 61 to 63. So now you see the agonizer.
Yeah,
I don't see why-
used on JMM.
I don't see how- I don't see MM losing, especially if you have them kitted out. Actually, you probably don't have them kitted out well that well anymore. The Mon Mothma people.
No, they haven't been nerfed. No, they're still in how they should be.
Okay, then I don't know why this doesn't work.
Here, you got 260 speed Mon Mothman, an offense set. Krex, fast. Luthen, fast defense, 380 with defense. Rot, blah, 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 blah. Kyle, still crit damage. Still 280 plus. 10-5 plus crit damage set. Yeah. I mean,
outside of Kyle not being in an offense set, the rest of this looks fine.
Mm-hmm.
Not reliably striker. I don't like dropping people off the BKM team. That team is really a critical mass team.
Yeah, no, man. That's not worth. That's so not worth the risk, in my opinion. What do we got here?
The problem with the BKM team is that the one person you can cut is your banner regen.
Really, the best? I guess it is. This is the best crit damage I have to my name. How long was this fight? 3 minutes. With how much crit damage? 54%. Not substantially more, and I'll have more damage baked into their base. You guys did. So let's assume that we have something. All right. We've made our decision.
If planning to use Kyle with Mon Mothma in the future, I would definitely err on the side of offense instead of crit damage. That's just me. Remember, they share their stats.
Okay, I can't do anything with that, but we do want to dispel this one. Not happening yet. Target this and go? Probably. I had to guess. This is not the moment to dispel. Right? We can dispel your taunt here, but we want to save our thing. I also really want to get to Luthen. Is this the move? Promote? I guess we promote. Yeah, and that's a partial. That's the one we... Ow. Worried about that. Okay. Some traction. Not really. Not moving so hot. This is not looking good. Worried. Holy fuck! Luthen just got his first turn. Literal first turn. What in the fuck is going on here? Come on. Literal first. Go. You can do it. Surely you can do it. Okay. Fine. Sweet.
No POW does make this a lot more complex.
I think I want to.
This is really interesting to watch.
I think I want to do. Dude, you gotta quit fucking juggling me. The two of you. Fucking pricks. Yeah. Go ahead, get your taunt back. Obviously.
Yeah. This is just...
This is reckless. This is reckless is what it fucking is. I just got a basic here.
This reference, yes.
Well, move. You gotta move is what you gotta do.
Yes, there's no be around.
Finally, this one.
Cool.
Okay. Give me some kind of money here. Like, what? And by that I mean stop taking 50 fucking turns in a row. I'm not mad. You're mad. Okay.
All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Now calm down.
Get him.
Everybody calm down.
Kill him.
Everybody calm down.
Kill him. No, you were supposed to kill him. He's supposed to be dead.
Yeah, if you can heal if you get the heal immunity off, you can finish this with 65 pretty easily.
Well,
try to grind him out a little, get the heal immunity off so you can regen your banner.
Yeah, but I need him to not AoE again. You know where I'm coming from on that one?
Yeah, I'm not arguing that. I'm just,
Specifically, I need like neither of them to just cleanse this.
All right.
Just basic and then roll it out. Come on, give me an ability block. It's not gonna come. Alright, didn't need it. Basic? What's this?
Probably basic. Less damage.
This is the one.
There we go.
Had him the whole time. Anyone who tells you otherwise is an accursed liar.
Never in doubt. I believe is what he's looking for. Never
A
in
cursed
doubt.
liar.
Oh man! Once you bonked out Jar Jar, you were good, man. That was real long getting that generator down. Holy shit!
All right. So 62.5 is the mark to tie, right? So call it 63 to beat for these last two fights. All right. Hydrate, says Megatron. No kidding, man. I need to restore some water to myself due to how much I'm discharging through my palms. So yes.
Borgia man dusting off MM. What a day, Striker. I heard Tass's asshole squeak several times during that fight.
Guys,
Tim.
I'm sure I had my
Live
share of
and last
profanity
week, I
come
was
out
sweating
like aloud while I'm doing that fight, but I guarantee you the internal monologue was like a ticker tape of like bold red size 64 font. Fuck shit, fuck shit, fuck shit, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, the Chiron in Tass's like vision was just really bad.
Visions of impending doom. Yes.
Yeah,
Burger Player, hats off. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in, watching me prematurely age myself in pursuit of glory in a mobile game.
Yeah, Tass's inner monologue was just Morgan Freeman, and that's when he knew he fucked up.
No, not nearly so detached or removed. Just the imminent fuck shit, fuck shit. Yeah. All right. I need to step away for another quick minute. I'll be right back. I'll actually just kill the camera and leave you guys in with Dagger and Shake to jaw jack while I'm gone, but see you in just a minute.
Oh yeah, Pavoni's gonna enjoy that. Got any questions? Put them in the chat. I'll do my best to answer them. Yeah. Oh man, that was a sweater. It's 8:30 for you, Shake?
9:30. We don't do.
Oh, you guys don't fuck with your clocks like we do?
Yes, we don't do the answer shit.
Ah, so that explains your being here with the you being in your downtime at night.
Correct.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh no, TJ is not here. But if he was, he and Tass could be shitters together.
Along with you, a full grip of shitters.
Yes, I won. I won both my Hondo fights. I ain't trying to take none of that. Because in limited, the hardest part is building the deck after you draft. Depressed Wampa.
Right. I am returning. Yes. Why has it gone quiet? What do you mean? The music should still be playing in the background.
Quiet. I've been talking this whole goddamn time.
Music audio. Oh, we just lost music audio. I see why they're asking. Is it because the track ended?
Oh.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
because
Boris,
the track
one
was
of DMU TJ's defense. I won't DMU TJ's defense, by the way.
Realistically,
No, dude.
realistically, for French, I think we can do this Maz thing.
Can you underman it? Just to buy yourself a banner?
That would be a judgment call to make. If I 65 the last two fights, I'm walking in with 4 banners of margin, where he scored 77, 75, and 75.
Tass assuredly has the bigger account, Struggle Player Zero.
Yes, not by much,
he's a
but
big
yes. Like 16.6 million to 16.3. Bigger?
Yeah,
but
when I said assuredly, I didn't mean the gap was huge. I just mean Tass is like one of the biggest accounts in the game.
yeah, sure. All very fair.
Also, Tess, you can undermine the GML fight for GMM, so do that instead of messing with this one.
I was thinking
I'm just saying
about
dropping
that,
Smee seems
but-
realistic.
Sorry?
If you take the kicks cron, it's kicks Athano Quiggled, and Smee just kind of hangs out.
Yeah.
I'm saying I think you can cut Smee in that fight and be just fine.
So, kicks, wiggled, so just 4 mana. I can see that as being a real argument, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the only reason see, this is the time when like people doubt it, but I do actually have your best interest in heart most of the time.
we know
Actually, it's
you.
not.
Yeah,
Some
this
of
time not being one of them.
We
Some
know.
of the
We
time.
know
No, this is one of
Dagger's.
them.
Dagger's a known scumbag. It's known.
I legitimately think that this wins.
Well,
Against
let's
Trek.
find out because I don't think I filtered on the cron here, and I'd hate to take what that resembles.
I don't think it's a real risk. I'm going to be honest with you.
Maz. There's a Maz. Saw you. No Underman's attempted, but it does seem to be a
100%
lock.
for 64.8. Like
Yeah,
I have,
let's filter
I'm-
on Datacron. Yes, we'll say Kixcron, right? Show me the path. 65, no wrong way to go. How long of a fight? Under 2 minutes? Just about 2 minutes. 2 minutes or less is what
Yeah,
we're
this
looking
is also with the wrong left, Grievous being in there, which he shouldn't be.
Yeah, that's true. That's
So
also
this
against
one will
like
be
proper.
even easier.
But yeah, so that's with Watt, with Asajj here. What is this? With Watt, with Watt. So yeah, maybe should be easier. We'll find out.
Yeah, I think this is more than reasonable here.
And then
And it's not just me disrespecting Trench as a team.
And then
just to be clear.
probably maybe full JML against JML.
Why 4?
You can cut one.
Just it's just how many it's how many characters you're willing to cut to risk being less than
Just one?
65 is the question. That's what I
If
mentioned.
you cut
Yeah.
just one. Wait, what?
We're gonna open
You
up
just
with
cut JKL.
special
You
2
just do. Yeah, like. Sorry.
target enemy.
Yeah, special 2 is the one.
Ideally, we'll put that onto Dooku so he can't stealth them. That would be best. Go from there. Have it.
I believe in you.
I don't, but that's all the same. Yeah. Like I said, this should be fine.
Tim says,
Yes.
to be honest, Dagger, it is a jab at Trench to 4-man, but I believe in this one with or without Smee. That is fair, Tim.
As he says that, and meanwhile, everybody just died. Cool.
Yeah, let's go get us
There's another
one of these. Probably just basic for you. The top.
That's the Weasel,
Exactly.
and he just popped.
Okay. All debuffs. Do we want to do that here? Maybe not. We'll already full. You are still locked up. What does this do?
It's a
All
heal.
pirate allies recover 10% health and good.
I
No
was just
pirate-
basic.
Gonna be reduced by regardless. Yeah, sure. AoE. Get rid of nuke. Nope. Why are you still Oh, because that was just your Cisco.
I would do special for blindfold.
Yeah, but I think his attacks can't be evaded, so.
Only the third. I believe his rocket can be evaded.
If you're right.
Don't
Is it
quote me on
full
that.
Now we use this. Oh, well, now we can increase.
Yes. So, yes, this is the one. He does sick. Very cool.
Be too quick. Store health and protection here.
There we go.
Like assist.
Basic,
Mass
I think.
assist.
This is a mass assist? Yeah, it is.
Yeah. There you go.
Look
Well,
at
we're
that.
66.
Beautiful. Nice.
+1.
Okay. And that is how the, who to attack feature, rarely used on Swugga.gg, but that's how it came in handy.
You should really try to hook up a sponsorship with those guys.
I don't think there's any opportunity because I've made an inquiry on a couple occasions, maybe a year or more apart, just to see if there is any kind of appetite there for Swugga.gg to make a partnership where I can offer a bundle for insight access and anything. And they said that that's just not really something that they're looking into. So I imagine
Fair enough.
there really isn't any type of sponsorship opportunity there. God knows. I mean, I've told them directly. I'm happy to sing you guys' praises regardless. I very much enjoy the tool. So,
yeah, the hashtag not sponsored thing.
yeah, not sponsored by anybody here. These are the uncompensated opinions of Tassenix Gaming at all. All right, what do you think, Fatal? You still lurking in the shadows? Or did you find anything else better to do with your afternoon?
Here's hoping it's anything else.
Because the question is, do we do it with the Sith Eternal? Or do I just,
Do you have Bane? Do you still have Bane available?
Not.
Okay.
Would that not
I vote GML.
You
I
would,
don't feel like
Same.
taking the risk of.
Same.
Look, here's the real question. Do you think
Because I see it's still a
+1
risk.
Do you think C+1 is going to be worse banners than JML +3?
Well, I'm still thinking to do the plus everybody. I mean,
Yeah,
No,
I
but
would
if you
still
the
do
plus-
that before
But if you
C.
do the +4, C+1 is just better banner. Or 64, which is better banners.
I mean,
I
you
still
have to consider the
vote.
lockdown. So who's the other one that I would bring? You know, somebody's getting
Like
locked
Seth.
down.
Watts.
Oh, that will be the getting the lockdown.
Watt wouldn't get the chance to tech.
Then bring Set. I don't
I
know,
can see
man.
that. I can see that.
I still want GML.
The problem with JML
Even
is that
if a
JML is
full
going to
man.
be a 62, 63 at best.
No, it'll be a 64, 65. Should be fine.
Yeah. See, you lose.
Yeah, this is a 59, buddy. So
Well, that's for
No,
the
it's a
3, but
59
that's
if
not
you
what
take
Dagger's
2
advocating
additional
for.
people, like
Yeah.
a dipshit.
that's a Watt. What the fuck is Watt in there then?
Doesn't Watt
Right.
tech first regardless? No, the handcuffs
No.
from Temple Guard preempt the bonus turn. I can afford a full squad. Yes, the idea is that, you know, the more banners I can conserve, the more covered I am from random shit in fleet RNG. That's kind of the idea.
My only thought is that is C+1 better banners than JML +4? And I think that that's likely true.
Yeah, I'm just not really seeing data support it.
Sure. Then just take JML and take 3 instead of 4.
What's up with this JML with 3? Because there's nothing for that either. What's up with this JML with 3?
People don't underman, that's why.
That's fair. I mean, yeah. When I
It
stop and
works
think
just
about
fine.
it, so JML, let's see about it. JKL's nice. JKR
Yeah, I mean, it would just be Cal, JKR, Hoda.
Yeah, you're dropping JKR is what it would be, right?
JKL. You're dropping JKL.
Whether you drop
Yeah, Fatal's like,
JKR
there is no
or
data
not.
for this shit. Like, people don't underman.
Well, yeah, I was referring to the
I do.
JML. Yeah, about the C thing, yes, that's very, very, very rare. But what do you
People
think,
aren't
Finn?
formatting this with Well, I mean, I formatted this with JML last season.
Rebel RX
I've been
just raided in
streaming
with
it
3
so
viewers.
far.
Welcome, everybody. Wrapping up the
Well,
last couple of fights.
That's fair,
Before
Fatal.
we move into Fleet.
Fatal, would you do would you do JML 4-man or C2 man here if you were nervous?
Yeah, what would you do? What's up, Tass? Yeah, it's going well, man. 2 drops for me, 2 drops for him. We're actually looking to be up on banners at the end of this if we get this last squad well. So it's JMM, we've got Sith Eternal, we've got JML. We're just really haggling it out down to the banner right now. That's kind of what I'm doing. So, how'd it go for you? How'd the stream wrap up? Hear about it. Did I underman this earlier this season? This feels bombed out on a Zori. Freya. I did Freya a couple times.
Fatal says no need to take a risk if the math is in your favor. Yeah, because JKR is going to get handcuffed almost. It's either going to be JKL or Hoda getting handcuffs.
It's going to be JKR, I think.
Yeah, this is the last one in front of Fleet, though, Fatal, I think, right?
This is the last thing altogether, I believe.
But
Yeah.
it's in front of Fleet. You can't start attacking Fleet.
Start attacking ships. Yeah, exactly. This is the final squad. We've been good otherwise, so it's okay. We don't need to really sweat this. If we get a 65 here, we're heading up in a few pennies in. You mean in future rounds? Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, Fatal State clear the top front and then check the back for undermans.
That's fair.
I don't know if he really gave you that ability.
I don't think so either. I'm okay with what I used in the back. All right. So JKR, JKL, Hoda, and then
Just hope you don't get hoed out on fleet.
yeah, because if I get a 65, I'm going in with 3 banners up as opposed to 4.
And I think you're going to go into fleet +1 or +0.
You're saying you still think Sith Eternal's better?
No, I think that this is going to be 62 to 63 banners.
Data looks good for 65 for a lot of people. This
Yeah,
is why
take preload and hyperload. And then you can just stun the fuck out of them. They never take a
Yeah,
turn.
but my point is, like, every time you rely on banners, you get, like, hoed out. So, I mean...
Well, yeah. Well, that's what disinclines me from Underman in this scenario.
Alright, anyways, let's go.
Just go.
Yeah,
Hope you get
it's a lot
65.
of bullshit.
See what happens. Okay. Probably.
Like, I literally just undermanned this yesterday, the day before.
Yes, you're not the only one. I assure you, there's a bunch of us doing that. Taz just doesn't feel the need to, so which is fair. You
Guys
should
are
still
mean.
be good for 65.
You guys are mean.
Pass and just nuke her out.
Yeah,
Already
there's a
done
reasonable
10
chance
ups.
JKR doesn't take a turn here. Or not a meaningful.
Very,
That's
very high chance. that he
acceptable,
never
I
does
think
one.
is the term. We don't need the big heal here. It's not actually even profitable to do so.
Kill
Right?
her first, yeah.
Hitting you would be great, though. Getting rid of your buffs. Your turn meter's high. We can do put you back. And here, dispel. Okay.
Start calling a Hoda soon for
Yep.
the regen.
Yep, it's on the to-do. We'll do this just for the sake of the protection restoration. Got it, guy. Okay. Smite you.
Might her, possibly.
Fine.
Him sticking around doesn't really give a fuck, you know, nobody cares. Yeah.
We do.
Basic.
Alright, cool.
Coin to
he
Hoda.
gets to take a turn. There you
Will
go,
do.
65.
I also really appreciate how JKR took a turn. Wait, no, he
Mhm.
didn't. Shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
He was doing a lot of
literal. You think you're doing something there, but the point was for him to be locked down so that none of the other 4 were. So congratulations, you've exposed the master plan.
But if you drop JKL there, it's a 66 because he really didn't do a whole lot. I'm just giving you shit, man. It's fine. You got your 65. I just
We got the droid
know
you were looking
it could have been +1.
All right, so what do we have to deal with?
Garbage.
Oh, wow.
Home 1, so we Profundity here, Underman. No, we do the 4. We have Leviathan. I don't know which way is easiest for that to go. To go against Negotiator. I mean, I have what? I have Empire and Negotiator of my own to do. Arkin.
What do you need to average in fleet and then do the prof fight first?
Sure, we can do that. 18, 16, minus 6, minus 219, 221, divided by 3, 73.6. So 74 plus.
Get your 76, 77, and then redo the math.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and run this one.
And that'll help you with which, and then man, because you can probably levy 3-man either of those, right?
I'm definitely going to check. Definitely going to check.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go.
Do you need the 4th ship? Hold on, do you need the reinforcement here?
Pretty sure
It
that
is
that
nice.
is.
You don't really need it. It does. It's nice, but you don't really actually need it.
You know what? I mean, for the sake of argument, for the sake of us all watching, sure. I'll check.
I take a reinforcement, but that's because I usually go first, so I'm not trying to pinch banners too hard. But I do think that you should, if you're trying to pinch banners, check this shit.
That is a fair point. B-Wing, how is Herbert preferring to set this? Where's my tab for him? Probably. Hey, against me, son of a bitch. Edge. Does that match the profile to? Okay, good. Stay exact. Very good then. Profundity, 3-man, 83% on 12 battles.
Who's the loss? How did you manage to lose is the real question I have for that person.
It might be banner discrepancy.
14.2 million to 14.5. Yeah, I mean, looks like somebody just got
Or
blown
relic
out.
discrepancy, sorry. It might be relic discrepancy.
What the fuck was that bullshit? Yeah.
We would
Nah.
take the risk on the 77 if I needed to, but that's the point of
Yeah,
being
then
ahead.
just take your 76,
Yeah.
and we'll go from there.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Because
There's no-
Levy's going to be a 76 or a 77 itself, which means you have one bad fleet to try to work out. We'll get there. We'll get there.
I believe.
It's fleet, I don't believe. But here we are.
You don't fun.
It could too.
Stop taking all the turns.
No, Striker, he did exact. So it was this exact lineup. Stuff was not reinforcements.
You're supposed to be dead. Thank you.
He is. Thank you for coming to my
Your
tent.
patriotism is appreciated. In these trying times, I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
see, you probably would have been fine without.
Well, yes.
that shit.
You know what? Characters deciding to assist today is not the basis upon which I make my
Yeah.
decisions when using Han fucking Solo Shake.
Very fair.
I love you, Tass. That's fantastic. I wouldn't have called it.
Yeah. I mean, you're just gonna walk away with the max winners because of, the old, so. Doesn't really matter.
Right, and cooldowns. There we go. I'll take it, guys. It is something. This over here to do that. Where? Push. Middle. Middle's back. That's the droid we're looking for. Come on now. Here.
I think you could have done this without the reinforcement.
Yes. When the characters assist, yes, it makes it look easy. It makes it look effortless. I agree. 76.
I think Empire is probably the one you want to levy.
Yeah, I think you're probably right about that. There is the vulnerability of the buffs getting stripped and shit like that, but we're still going to look it up regardless.
We're all dog shit then, Fatal. We're all dog shit then.
Good players get assists.
No, specifically
You don't
you.
watch this channel if you
Yes.
want to see good players then, because I'll tell you what, this is the home of the indolent Han. This is the Han who didn't manage to get right with Jabba and had somebody come and just bust out both those kneecaps, because mine doesn't usually do shit. He stands there on those two withered stumps and watches the days go by. All right? Did I bring home one on offense? Did you not? What? No. Home one's on defense. Home one's on defense.
Like a good boy. Home one's on defense like a good boy.
That's crazy. You're talking crazy. Why am I in squads?
Home one on offense in this economy?
Madness. Madness. Negotiator, what's it
what-
going to be?
What is
lads?
forgotten
I think he
in the
gave this-
Profundity's fight is that Rogue One falls in assists, and that's why Tassenix got all those assists he got.
Wait, what now?
Yeah. Fatal. The real question is, which one is better? Yeah. The better question is which one. Oh, do you have Executor?
I do not have Executor. Executor's on defense.
Yeah, because Fatal's saying Exec can 76 Nego.
No doubt. Yeah, I would have actually done
Yeah.
that. Although you have to admit, the composition he set was intended to be the most likely one to burst you out. That is intended to be anti-Executor. Let's see here. Attacking lead.
People who save Executor for offense are probably the cringiest people.
No, I mean I rotated around. Where you
I
sense
said
that
what
you
I
can,
said.
where you sense that you can get a 76, even the rare 77, it can make sense. It can.
I said what I said.
You say something.
I mean, the same shitters that hold Executor, the same shitters who set like Trench. So that tells you all you need to know about those people.
Mm-hmm. On today's episode of All Non-Me People Are Garbage, our host, Dagger, takes you through his thoughts.
But here's the thing, Fatal. If your opponent saves Executor and you set Executor, Home 1, and Empire, they don't have a clean attack, which means they're not 76ing shit with that. So if my opponent's going to save it, I'm just going to give them nothing to like 77. You can go through my history and you can see that they aren't 77ing, that their Executors aren't 76ing or 77 shit.
Speak to me, game. All right, Leviathan looks like something here. Negotiator.
I have not held my exec on. I've held my exec on offense exactly like once or twice in the last 3 years.
A little rough guy.
But I
All right.
appreciate being called the king of cringe. My kids call me that too.
Pass assist. All right, so it looks like Negotiator for Executrix here, it would seem.
I also don't set Trench. Fuck that team.
Yeah. So what was it? It was 221 divided by... So 221 minus 76 is 145 divided by
is
2.
You know what, Striker, I
70.
don't have to think
Need to
that
score
comment.
73 average on each. Yeah.
I
Right.
agree with Striker for that, by the way.
I don't have to thank Striker for that
That's
comment.
advice.
Tim says, Dagger is the king of cringe. He says people who hold exec for offense are cringe, and yet he holds his on offense too. I mean, yes, that's self-awareness.
I do not. You can go through my history, and in the last like 3 years, it's been saved like twice total. Like no.
I think what Dagger's trying to say is
Yeah. Wait, that'll trigger me right there. Dagger saves exec for offense, man. That's you could tell. You could say I set Trench or save Executor for offense, and those things will just
Wow, look at that. 74. Look
Look
at this. I don't think I've seen this droid before.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's the old school one where you pass back using Rex.
Yeah, but back when you did that, that was before this composition existed.
That's true.
That is a long
For what
time
it's
ago.
worth, though, Striker, one of the reasons I set my fleet defense and save what I save for fleet is so I do not get hoed out and that I can still win the fleet fight. And I do win fleet most of the time. Ground is where I've been struggling, funnily enough, the last couple months. Just
That's
not paying
banners.
attention to banners, losing somebody randomly.
This is incredible.
Wow, that's actually a compliment that I sound like an angry Eric Cartman.
Wow, yes.
That's actually a compliment.
Ive says, I feel personally attacked on so many levels tonight. You can donate a 77 or 76. Yeah. Exactly. It could have been one of his 77s, to your point. So,
Yeah, but if you set good fleet defenses, i.e., Empire, Empire Home 1, and Triple Attacker, they're not 77ing shit with their Executor.
I mean, yeah, but he just kept Triple Attacker for offense, stuck to the script.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that. I'm saying that I hate fleet, so I'm going to continue setting the fleet that makes my opponent's Executor the worst, and means I don't have to worry about terrible matchups.
See, this seems like something worth trying.
It turns out, Soga Player Zero, that my history exists on .gg, and you can go see how many times I saved that piece of shit.
All that aside,
I believe in you here. I think this works.
well,
I would probably take
Y-Wing and
Y-Wing.
only Plo?
No. I would take Y-Wing and probably Plo and Ahsoka.
Why
I
are
don't-
you wiping and not the 5s? I would prefer 5s instead.
Well, if
I
Fives
don't
is
want to
out
give
front,
anyone on their team turn meter.
the Fives out front doesn't look.
If you get dodged and they gain turn meter, like you immediately kind of just sink your own ship.
They
We'll grab
don't have DOS to
Anakin. We'll
start
grab
with.
Marauder. Those are assumed.
And the data looks like it supports not taking 5s, I think. What you were looking at?
Yes. Yeah. Well, here's one, but it's like, I mean, these are successful fights,
That's
just
like-
not the best banners. I don't understand.
It's a 75. Well,
I'm sorting by banners. Why does it keep... Anyway.
That's-
Yeah, there's your traditional, you see, but 50%. You got this one.
I definitely like 2 reinforcements here. I think he needs a 70 to win. Am I right?
I need a 73 average on these last 2 fleets to win. So assuming I get like 74, 75.
76.
Huh?
Your Executor is going to be a 76 or a 77. So that means you need a 70 here.
Yeah, well, I guess we can do the Negotiator.
You can do the Negotiator mirror. That's always been pretty good to me.
Wow. But yeah,
Because if
Leviathan
they-
was the highest banners. You see, it's like 70. No. Not many people taking less reinforcement.
I think that it would be really hard to get below a 70 in a mirror.
Well, be impressed and amazed because the data looks something.
Somebody was there when I walked somebody through the mirror, and it was super easy.
Be
barely an inconvenience.
amazed.
Were you there, Shake, when I walked somebody through the mirror, and it was super easy, barely an inconvenience, even when they were under relict?
and possibly.
Anyways, this is something we used to do a shit ton, and I just still believe that it's doable. There's no tank, so you can go straight after Anakin, knock him down, force their Negotiator.
they
to
have a
not
tank,
use
I
an
think.
assist.
Don't they? Yeah, they have Y-Wing. But we're gonna, whatever. Yeah, you're gonna isolate.
I mean, you can do whatever. At this point, I already.
Oh, sorry. No,
Yeah,
you
right.
were thinking about the mirror. Yeah. No.
Yeah, you can just do. I think Nego Mirror works here. I don't know why it wouldn't.
I think you should stop overthinking it since you only need like 70 or something and do 2 fights.
The question is, what's going to be the most guaranteed 70 banners or more?
Mhm. I feel like this was a minute and 13. That means this fight was over.
Orgy Man, RNG doesn't really get you in the mirror. You can legislate like 95% of the RNG out in the mirror. Winning the coin flip, losing the coin flip doesn't really matter.
This fight was over before. They could call a single reinforcement. let alone
but that's
two.
because of Ahsoka. That's because of Ahsoka being.
Which we
You could try
weren't,
that.
we weren't otherwise talking about. Brings us back to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to
At this
rely on the
point-
mirror, so I'd like to.
At this point, I think on my streams I'm going to do nothing but Nego mirrors just to prove to people that they're virtually unlosable. It's just how many banners are you going to get? It's like gas mirrors. It's so hard to lose a gas mirror.
What do you guys think? Mass on the scythe, it disappears. Yeah, I'm sure that is the case. What do you guys think here? Triple like this and
I
blow?
would take a second reinforcement just to be safe. There's no reason not to take a second reinforcement if this fight drags out.
What I'm seeing.
Yes, I would that.
Okay, I hear you. And there's not a ton of data here. I can open this up a little bit. Oh, nothing doing. I'm just saying the one attempt scene, if all goes the way you expect, you don't come close to bringing out a second reinforcement.
Yes,
And
but if
what
something
if all
goes
doesn't
wrong,
go too
you
well?
need that second reinforcement. Because the difference is if you don't have the second reinforcement, you lose the fight, and if you have the second reinforcement, you still might limp out of the. You'll still probably limp out of the fight alive.
So then we really don't need a tank as that reinforcement. We would want it to be 5s.
Yeah,
Probably,
5s
yeah.
or potentially maybe calling it even first if you have all the target locks lined up. Just smash them all.
Sure. All right. Sound good?
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Here we go.
Realistically, I don't think you're gonna call any reinforcements. But best of luck.
Yeah, we'll see. If so, that would still be pretty good banners.
Yeah.
You just need a 70, which means you can lose a ship.
Ideally, don't.
Yeah, I was about to
I'm
say.
not saying you should.
Don't curse me, damn it. Did you do this? AoE? Outright?
Basic.
Good. Yeah.
Basic. If you AoE and get dodged, like you.
Oh, and
Like
trigger
that-
the tide. Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Still
So-
basic then?
Ahsoka.
Or
Yep.
hide
Basic.
Ahsoka is the other choice.
Basic. I would basic.
Okay. We're gonna lose her.
Right.
Alright, AoE it is. No, wait. Should it be AoE? I feel like it's gotta be the other way.
Who's up next?
They're going to call in their TIE
Yeah,
fighter thing.
yeah.
It's
So I would
gonna be
probably
dead.
do middle. Or the middle special. First
Yeah.
special.
Yes. That seems like
Fast
the right one.
only for maybe damage.
What's that?
reasons. Fast, yeah. Give to any for damage reasons. Yeah. Alright, they can't actually call it anything because, yeah, reinforcements. Yeah,
Fuck.
okay. This is
Okay,
There's a lot
that's
of, not
Keep taking
working.
all of the turns then. There's no reason to be afraid. Okay, this is good. They continue to take all the turns. Surely there's no reason to be concerned. What is this? The third? Has to be.
the heal would be.
Why does everything
Lord.
do -8 damage? Our turn meter isn't high enough. Even if we bring out Plo, what do you think here?
Does he not give DM one he reinforces? I forgot.
If we don't
I
kill,
think this was scuffed somewhere. I don't know the mechanics, but I feel like this was scuffed somewhere.
mechanics. Okay. Let's shield, or let's put Taunt up on Marauder.
Yeah.
Since we don't.
No, what
have-
I'm saying is I think you got unlucky somewhere, and I don't know where is what I'm trying to make.
Possibility exists. Wouldn't be the first fucking time.
Just please nick him down.
Please, will
Oh,
somebody
fuck.
Like
fucking crit
you can't
anything.
crit to save your fucking life.
Oh
Die.
my god! And the dodge, dude.
Just fucking.
We gotta
GG,
do the
please,
turn meter
yeah.
push.
Yes,
Target
just
Darth Vader.
Kill him.
I really hope this kills Sight.
No, gotta
I
get
would target
the
Darth
regular
Vader.
Imperial
Target-
tie, right?
Yes. Yes, please.
This is the one.
Because we don't need him.
Because if you're gonna advance whatever, yeah, just do that and fuck it. Okay.
Very
I
nice.
say take the money and run, boys.
Yes, please. Because next reinforcement is gonna kill you.
Yes, I agree with that assessment. Okay, take our lumps. What is it? 70.
70.
Hey!
Call it a something.
So for Peter,
You
don't
got
take a
70,
Silkar
you got a
starting.
70. But yeah, I really do think the Nego mirrors are something people should do a lot more because I think people are just unpracticed.
Yeah, it's
and
been a
don't
while.
realize how easy it
It's
is.
been a while, for sure. All right, Negotiator, Leviathan. So what do we actually need then? So 145 minus 70. Need to score 75. to tie.
That's,
So I would just take one reinforcement then?
Yeah,
I would look that up if that's even
sure, we got it. Got it right here.
because there's a bunch of AoEs happening still. Yeah.
Banners. Let's see battles. 71 with both of these.
Yeah,
73.
that tracks.
Yeah. Banner stripping.
Yeah, then don't take any reinforcements then if you don't want to risk the AoEs. That's fine.
I don't know if that's actually.
Yeah, so basically to press Wampa, what you do is you just knock Anakin under a third, and then their Negotiator will do the heal instead of the mass assist, so it doesn't matter if you win the coin flip or not. That's it. That's the trick. It's been the trick since 2019?
It is not possible to get a 75 if I bring more than 2 reinforcements.
Even if Annie... Oh, you're talking about on this fleet. I thought you were talking about the Negomir. Yeah, Negomir doesn't give a shit about the healing immunity thing.
Yeah.
Yes, you will cap out if you bring 2 reinforcements, and that will require you to have max banners on everyone.
If you think you can do this with 3, that's fine. I am always leery about
that
doing things without
suggests that that's
reinforcements.
valid.
I'm just leery about no
thinking
reinforcements.
One.
I'm not
Reinforcement.
thinking that no reinforcements is appropriate. The question is, do I bring 1 or 2?
Probably just Palp.
1. Because they
Probably
can't
just
assist
Palp.
on you, so that's good enough. You need some sort
Yeah.
of banner recovery.
I would
after
take
that.
Palp. Because Palp is going to recover and just be like a reasonable body.
Cast just Palp as the reinforcement, says Alex. All right, you guys got some support for that cause. Let's give this a go. This is it. This is for all the marbles people.
Yeah, don't confuse my
You do-
getting hoed out in Fleet for a lack of knowledge about Fleet. It's still
You
true,
do have to
but it's
heal.
not correlative.
Just have to. There's no science. You didn't need to heal to it gets. Yeah. Go.
Okay. All of the everything does
Yeah.
the everything before I anything. I like it. It's always a fun one. Do we do this to Fury here?
Sure.
Don't-
It doesn't matter who you do it to.
Yeah,
Because
I'm not
that's
sold
only
with
relevant
this.
for exec.
All right, just all in on him, I think. AoE?
Yeah.
Sure.
Go for it. I mean,
Yeah,
you have
there's
to kill
no,
him,
there's no
so
taunts
go
to
for it.
worry about, so there's no reason to hold back. AoE out.
That's a
Mass
Gungan
assist?
thing, not a. You're not going to call the bomber, so I would probably just middle here.
I think the heal's the best choice. Yeah, thinking every little banner here counts, guys. Okay, got that. Not the best. Holy fuck, are you serious? Why even have a tank? Why even have a tank?
Well, to be fair, he had buff immunity up until like now-ish.
That's neither here nor there, and I don't have to appreciate your rational response on that matter. How's that grab you?
Well, here,
Smartass?
Here
It's
comes-
Stun the tank.
here comes your savior, your healer.
We'll go ahead and
Your
use the
cleric,
third
if you will.
then. And force taunt up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we can't
Right,
hit anybody else. We chill. You chill. We all chill. We're all comfortable chilling. You're
Back to
an
Andy.
asshole. Oh yeah, that's
Get
fucking
dodged.
classic.
You
Fucking
just
classic,
get dodged.
lads. Fucking classic, lads. Let's have that 2%. Serve it on up.
I am a strong.
Heal.
I would
Heal
basic.
who? Fury?
I would basic.
Yeah, it's probably. Here's another heal, so we'll definitely use that slightly better. I can hit, so good, I guess. Fuck, we lose.
Yep, there's. Yeah, that's it. GG's.
GG's, well done.
Damn.
Yeah, could not get more fucked out if we tried.
Good to know that the
Man.
tank did a lot of things.
It's a goddamn shame, man. It's a goddamn shame.
The buff immunity is from Anakin, so that is by no means an always land kind of thing, guys. That is unfortunate. Man. The best.
I gotta start teaching y'all how to do the Nego again.
Just incredible. Mm. Now have the AoE. You sure? You sure you don't want to have
This is
the
straight
AoE?
up booty holes.
There it is. Yeah, that's what's up. That's the best people. I sure am glad. I sure am glad that it was already over, because if I'd been okay up till this point, look at all this. It's just, that is insane. So look, part of the thing that's underappreciated here is that you don't get to rapidly advance your contract. You don't get to advance towards your ultimate without doing debuffs. And yeah, man, your other ships that you call in as reinforcements do matter for that. They do. However, it's also a relief to know that had I just been a little quicker on Pirate King, that was the margin to win right there. So, by far and large, I consider this a pretty successful day. We lose the fight, but we prove that this is a really viable thing against Herbert. It is just fucking incredible how long this fight went. Alright. 67 it is. Yeah. That is fucked. GG to Herbert once more. Almost had him today, ladies and gentlemen, but not to happen. Not destined to be.
Horseshoes and hand grenades, my dude. Horseshoes and hand grenades.
All right.
This was disappointing.
We are, I mean, when we're losing to him by like this much, so I'm okay with it. We're still working on it. Hats off from Lord Megatron. Appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, this was really good. Lessons. Let's talk about this. As far as my defense goes, covered that at the start of the stream. As usual, you know the drill. As far as attacks, I guess we should start where I actually started. Up top at Pirate King, we went in with Fatal's Bad Batch 2. So that's Fugitive Omega, Mercenary Wrecker, Mercenary Hunter, Crosshair, and the original Omega from the first Bad Batch team. Watch the fight. It's something where I didn't think time was much of a factor as it was, because I've seen a few people pull this off with quite a bit of time to spare, but that's also them moving about it pretty deliberately. So I would say that had I not languished for 30 to 45 seconds, I would have been fine in finishing it off, because we timed out on the lone OG Hondo. Everybody else was down. Cleaned that up with Han and Chewie in the end, so 4 plus 44, 48 banners there. Then we went back down to bottom front. All right. Against his Maz team. Yeah, we've been using Reva for this, but today we went in with Queen Amidala, Master Qui-Gon, Padawan Obi-Wan, Cam, and Grandmaster Yoda for 65. Against his Great Mothers, Night Trooper, Marion, DTP, and Morgan with the Night Trooper Kron, it was Malgus, DR, BSF, Malik, and Sith Marauder. I took a Set 24 Darkside Bulk Kron, so that took care of the majority of our health needs. I also had some health on the stat, but also, usefully, if not crucially, we had crit damage and some offense on the stat as well. You be the judge. 64 banners. Against Baylan, Starkiller, Scav, Dre, and Gas. Just Bane Sass. 66 banners. We managed to even hold on to the Sass. Very nice. Against Ray, Swolo, Cal, GK, and Xeris. Yeah, the EP Mara Jade Starkiller that I have done successfully against this very comp, I just did not do today. Just did not properly manage shock on GK. So there were a couple periods where, even though we did have shock on Ray, and she wasn't able to ramp inspiration, I wasn't able to go after priority targets. And it was actually that worst case scenario where you're stuck on GK, who has taunt, who is in DI, who can't, you can't actually get around him without straight up dispelling the taunt, and your dispels are down, so you just kind of get to piss in the wind there for a bit. Yeah, I wouldn't advise the experience. Keep sharp eye on your GK shocks and learn from my foibles. But that was EP, Mara Jade, Starkiller, Visas, and Mace. Folks were low, but not low enough to keep, and the preload would have been nasty, so I withdrew, went back in with JMK, Cat, 5, Snips, and Padme for 42. Taking that out. So that's the story front wall. In the back here, we had Gungans, and that was fun to take down with Mon Mothma, Kyle, Luthen, Baze, and Krex. It's got to be a year plus since I've done something. So, fun to do. Dicey in spots, watch it. I don't recall that we actually came close to really losing somebody, but we got lower than I would have liked, and it's that classic thing where Gungans are taking 100 billion turns and you just kind of stand there for a while. In the end, we ended up pulling things together, 65. Against his Saw, Luthen, Kyle, Chirrut, and Krex with the Rolocron. Yeah, Baylan, Shin, Marok, Kira, and Dash. And I've been saying this for a while. I'll keep saying it. Doesn't matter if it's Rolocron. Doesn't matter if it's Jalacron. They don't make a Saw that you can't Baylan. So if that's something you need to break open, it will work. All right, top side for his Jedi Master Mace. So we came to this fairly late, and yeah, JML was available. Could have went with the Sith Eternal as well, but there's actually armor penetration on this Kron. I am modded in full defense on my Sith Eternal, so it was not out of the question to attempt a Sith Eternal solo. Nevertheless, I decided that JML was worth it. We were going into Fleet a few banners up anyway, and I thought that was going to be fine. And, 65 banners were okay. Against Trench, Dooku, Newt, Django, and General Grievous went in with a Maz Kanata Underband. Maz, Kix, Quig, and Athano, 66 banners. We already talked about Pirate King here. And then against his Ahsoka with Ezra was Leia, Drogon, R2, Jin, and Radis, 65 banners. All right. So, where we finished out here in Fleet is where it came down on us again. I think I was in the possible range the last time we fought last week here for Fleet. And I think I lost it on Fleet last week as well. That was by setting Leviathan. But today I think it was just by really unfortunate shit. To have that all line up that way. Incredible stuff. Anyways, let's see here. So against his home one, we took in Profundity, grabbed our Rogue One, 76, no issues. Against Executrix, there are a few different compositions of Negotiator I might have tried. Went with a triple attacker variant, so Marauder, Anakin, and Snips, with Plo as our sole reinforcement, I believe. No, I think I also brought a 5s that I didn't end up calling in. We finished the fight. They managed to snipe out Anakin, I want to say. It was ugly going. 70 banners. So, to win it all, I needed to score 75 using Leviathan against Negotiator. Now, you might think it's a slam dunk. If you take the full team, it looks like it is, but you're looking at something possibly like a 73. So, thinking to go underman, we saw that some people took in Mark 6, some people took in Scimitar, some people took in Sass. So it didn't feel like it mattered a whole lot. And then I forget who suggested it here. I know also somebody in the chat did, but somebody mentioned Palpatine, and Palpatine's great for banner restoration. So that was a solid call, and we ran with it. Unfortunately, on the opener, Anakin's AoE did stick the buff immunity. We then ended up having the taunt dispelled, and they were able to burn through the first life on Fury, such that slightly later in the fight, they blew Fury out. And that was the end of it right there. Couldn't afford to lose any of the ships. I do have to say, it doesn't... Thinking about it, we could have, of course, rearranged the fights, right? I could have done Leviathan against Executrix. Maybe that's also sketch. There is some reason to think it would be, because you used to use Executrix fighting Leviathan. Certainly opportunity to lose banners on. So I'm not sure I would necessarily change the way I assign the fleets. And with that in mind, I don't know that there was a lot different that I could do about the Leviathan, aside from just taking Sass and Mark 6, running the full damn thing, coming in, being able to more reliably put down our debuffs that we're looking for to advance our ultimate, being able to elegantly snipe out Marauder later in the fight, as opposed to, having to mash him down, dealing with every one of his basics, every AoE, all this other bullshit he can do to strip banners. If I had to just take this one fight back, I'd probably try it with one, if not both, of the typical Sith Empire reinforcements. And if it went like the data on Swugga.gg says, it would have been a 73, and I would have lost. So I would have still had to be maybe a little lucky to get those full marks. That being said, anything else I wanted to cover lessons learned wise? I think that's it. Let's see what the chat's got to say. Yeah, it was real bad, man. Yes, it was real. It was bad. It was real bad. Tough times, man. So we had an Aurodium in round 1, a loss for round 2. Really liked how this. Really like what I learned. The fact that I had a feasible path through this board, dropping Bad Batch in the end, obviously with only one character remaining, but still. Wow. And you know what's interesting is that if something really bad had happened, I needed to use if I got blown out doing Bad Batch 2 versus Pirate King, and I had to go back in with Seer Malicos, we had Seer Malicos. So this is exciting, guys. What do we have left over here? We still had Sith Eternal left over. That's not bad. There's a lot of times when having Sith Eternal left over happens. He's not, unless you can maybe even get like an Underman here in 5 vs 5, he isn't all that great, so fine. I like this. This was a fun round. Appreciate you all tuning in. Let's get ready to raid out. I learn more stuff every stream task, so all is not lost. Me too, man. That's what I'm telling you. You either win or you learn. And yeah, man. Yeah, that is a lot of fun. I have some good ideas for the round. So here's the deal, guys. I have 3 Aurodiums in this bracket. There is a chance that I could run into Aurodium for a round 3. If that happens, I will try to get you another guest stream for tomorrow. But I'll let you know here. We still got a couple hours till the end of the round. Of course, if you're wanting to be in touch, when I'm not streaming live, there's the link to my Discord. That is the place to find me. Of course, if you're catching me live, you already know I'm here at twitch.tv/Tassenix. I also simulcast from my YouTube channel, Tassenix Gaming, where if you've not been there before, check it out. A lot of great content there for a Swugga player, especially for a GAC player. Nice, Tim. You've adjusted your defenses during the stream. Glad it helps, guys. Really, this is why I'm here. I'm streaming to offer things that I think, worth seeing. So glad that's occasionally the case. Yes, you're welcome, Megatron. Thank you, Tass and chat. My pleasure. Our pleasure. Be here. Hey, you're welcome, Swugga Player. All right. So yeah, over on my YouTube channel, if you hadn't seen it before, we've got stuff like the GAC Omicron tier list. We've got how-to mod series on building up your mod collection from scratch all the way through advanced topics. We've got mod guides on characters and factions that you've asked about, giving you an idea about how to set them up. It's also a rebroadcasting point for my Grand Arena focused podcast, Plotting and Scheming, that I make with my friends Dagger, TJ, Sasha Aisha, and Fatal, wherein we discuss our exploits in the previous week of Grand Arena, in the thereabouts of the top 100 of Kyber 1. We'll talk about how we dealt with the meta matchups in that week, our favorite attacks and defenses that we saw, lessons learned for the week to come, and anything else we think that's worth sharing with you. That podcast is native to Spotify, but wherever you catch an episode, check the description. There's a link that you can use to plug it into your preferred podcast program. Go us that way. Anything you enjoyed over there on the YouTube channel, please hit like. Hit subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Appreciate your follows here on Twitch as well. Those are absolutely the best ways to support the channel, and I really appreciate it, guys. The channel is continuing to grow, and yeah, really appreciate your viewership. Aside from that, if you want to support me further, you really like what I'm doing, you want to go above and beyond, there are a few ways to do so. I do have a Cash App that is $Tassenix. I also have a PayPal, which is tassenix@gmail.com. And of course, if you're wanting to get some enhanced scouting power for your own Grand Arena game, early access to some of my content, including plotting and scheming, and a few other perks besides, you may be interested in checking out my Patreon, patreon.com/Tassenix. For any upwardly mobile Grand Arena player, there is something there of interest for you. At $5 a month, you enter the Task House at VIP access level, where you get early access to the Plotting and Scheming show. That is coming out to our general audience Friday mornings at 8 a.m., but patrons can have it as early as Monday or Tuesday night, depending on when we record, giving you that early edge going into the first round of the week. In addition, I will occasionally make exclusive videos for patrons. You'll have that at least a month before the general public. And of course, dedicated text and voice chat on Discord, where I am usually lurking. So pop on in, say hi, pick my brain, whatever. Thank you so much to Andrew, Banja, Boba Iza, Deadpool Cow 28, JJ's Productions Twitch, Jobin4527, Miasmo, Mus Ross, Raise Malbus, Sam Vimes, Sheepdog 47, Squed, Stark Strategy Gamer, Sweens 14, and White Wolf. Moving on up to the $10 a month tier is VIP Access Plus, where you get a bundled Patreon access to me and to your choice of either OmegaBot or Hot Utils Patreon. OmegaBot's that tool that I highlight at the start of all of my Grand Arena streams with those graphs, giving you an easily understood sense of what your opponent's offensive and defensive tendencies are. Anybody can use that tool for free to scout their opponent's last week of Grand Arena history, but only patrons can build out a custom report with any number of weeks. You get a downloadable HTML version of it with links that you can click, taking you right back in to Swagger.gg or Insight with data pre-sorted, helping you further minimize your scout time. Or you might spring for the Hot Utils Patreon, aka Chili subscription, which is the #1 tool for mass mod management and loadout creation. Nothing else lets you switch so easily between your Grand Arena, TB, TW, and Raid mods. You can use it like TJ and Fatal do, with a powerful automation feature to comprehensively remod your roster. You can slice through hundreds of mods in seconds, help out your guild and TW, a whole bunch of stuff. No wrong way to go at VIP Access Plus. Thank you so much to Aussie Mike, Darth Salea, Esh Sotnikan, JJ's Dad, Frick Frack Paddywhack, Mr. Tony, Shake23501, Single Malt Jedi, Snack Attack, Striker, Supermard, Trouble Fingers, and Zoltre. At VIP Access Premium, that's $15 a month for the Double Bot Bundle. So Patreon access for me, OmegaBot, and Hot Utils all under one subscription. Going out and getting those bots any other way costs the same as this bundle, which is why so many of my patrons say it's one of the best values in all of Swugga. Thank you so much to Argots, Arj, Bjorn, Big Ninja, Calidus Invictus, Depressed Wampa, Duckstab, Darth Link, General Milan, Ibenek, Johnny B. Ottawa, Hev, Mini GK, Pills, Quig, Rawling, Saldag, Sir Boss, Sophus, Sprizzle, The Lost Womprat, Trevor Boy Gaming, and Wilco. And at the very top of the heap here, in Jester's Club Elite, the one, the only Nomad's Reaper, this madman pops into stream from time to time and drops hundreds of subs, thousands of biddies, incredibly generous support. Oh shit, I don't have you up there, Bane? I'll put you up on the plaque. Thank you for reminding me. We'll get you on up there. We'll get you on up there. Bane, you are recognized as a patron. You are appreciated. But yes, Nomads, thank you for crushing Hype Train records time and time again with your incredible generosity. Thank you for your support. And to Pills, who has recently made a habit of just popping in on streams, especially towards the end of streams, believably enough. And he'll just drop, 10 subs here, 20 subs there. If he feels froggy, on up on over 100 subs, all over in one go. Incredibly generous support as well. Thank you, Pills. Special thanks, first up, to the Lost Womprat, one of my patrons, who, among other things, he's helped me optimize in the background, getting my stream deck up and running and making life all that much smoother for me behind the scenes. Thank you so much, Womp. To Mrs. T, my wife, thank you for all you do in the background, whether that's bringing me a drink, something to eat while I'm here on stream, or just keeping our daughter from tearing the house apart while I'm trying to be the very best, like no one ever was, in a phone game. Thank you.
Welcome.
And of course, to Dagger, TJ, Sasha Aisha, and Fatal, my co-hosts here on Plotting and Scheming. Gentlemen, it is always a pleasure and a privilege to record our show together. 2+ years in, I appreciate that despite the pressures of work and family, you guys still make the time, and it's a great opportunity because I learn from you every week. Hopefully the feeling is occasionally mutual, but regardless, it's about the community that has sprung up around the show. it is rare that a day goes by that I don't get some type of thank you note for something people have picked up from our conversations on the show. So thank you guys for being available all this time. And yeah, wouldn't change a thing. All right, on over to the main scene. We make ready to raid. The payout was done long time ago, so you guys are cool. Streaming the YouTube. Where are you guys off to? Who's live? Vexatron's live over on YouTube. Likewise should be here on Twitch. So let's go ahead and send YouTube folks out the door. Thank you all for watching. And here we go. Yep, there's Vex. Yeah. All right. We'll double it out to Vex today. Starting up the raid. Guys, marathon fight here. I think, especially if you were here since the beginning, really cool stuff to have picked up. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. Didn't get the win, but c'est la vie. Again, congratulations to Herbert. I'm sure I'll end up seeing you next week. And I'll update the rest of you on Discord about the status of round 3. Until next time, it's been real. It's been awesome. Been real awesome. Take care.